Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. How are y'all doing? It's your girl, the Brooke Ashley, and today we are here to discuss The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 6, Episode 13. Guys, when I tell y'all, I was so excited to talk to y'all today. First things first, I know it's not Salt Lake City related, but I just want to say thank y'all so much for all the love that you guys showed me regarding my interview with Angel yesterday that I dropped. I'm so glad you guys watched it. Thank you all for the support, the love, the comments. Y'all are the sweetest. And I just want y'all to know that I really appreciated all the DMs. Oh my gosh, are we frozen? No. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. No. Oh, are we good? We're good now? We're good? We're good. Yay! Thank God. Yes, we can't start cutting up so early. Exactly. Okay, good. We're back online. God is good. But I just wanted to say thank you guys for the love. Um, I hope you all enjoyed the interview. I just really appreciate y'all. I really do. But can I tell y'all? Bravo will put you through some hoops, honey, to get an interview with these ladies. I have so many stories I could tell y'all. So to get the interview with Angel, it was a true blessing. God is so good because you guys don't know how hard I have worked to get a Housewives interview over since I've started my channel. It has been a very bumpy road. I've had Housewives play in my face, pretend like they're going to come on the channel and then they don't, they flake out. Then Bravo's PR department, and shout out to Bravo, but y'all know I'm just being honest, y'all. I'm just being honest, but it was a blessing because honey, when I tell you it's been a long road, okay? So this was a true blessing, and Angel is actually the only housewife who said, Brooke, I want to come on your channel. She said that to me when I met her at BravoCon. Now, I thought that she was just talking, but when I tell you, shout out to Angel, because Angel, you kept your word, and we love to see it over here. Because some of your peers, some of your counterparts, honey, they have played, but you kept your word, Angel, and shout out to you. I appreciate you for coming on, and I really enjoyed talking to her. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. But baby, Bravo is like Fort Knox when it comes to getting an interview. Okay, I sent in an outline of what we're going to talk about. So, honey, thank y'all, baby. Yes, she followed through because some of her castmates, former and present day castmates, have played. They have played, all right? I talked about it once before, like last year, but quite a few of her peers on her show have played around. But shout out and the SLC girls, y'all know you have played in my face about coming on the channel too, but we'll talk about that in a few minutes. But yes, yeah. And okay, a quick side note, a little bit of gossip, right? But a particular housewife, I'm not going to name her, but she had a very rough season. Literally, her this past season, she had a rough season, and she was supposed to come on the channel. We had picked out dates. I was supposed to interview her last month. I said, okay. I said, child. So shout out to Miss Angel for doing the damn thing, keeping her word. I appreciate it. So yes, honey. Uh-huh. Child. I said, okay. I said, all right. You said name them. You said name them. No, I'm not. I won't listen. Maybe I'll tell y'all, but listen, y'all. Listen, maybe she'll see this video and she'll act right. But yeah, honey, we were supposed to interview. I was supposed to interview her last month in November. Yep, I'm gonna keep it there. But shout out to Miss Angel, honey, for doing her big one, keeping her word. All right, y'all said name them. Wait, I am screaming at y'all in the chat right now. I am screaming at y'all in the chat right now. Okay. Oh, not y'all said. Oh, wait. Y'all have me screaming in the chat. Child. Oh, not they already have my tea. Like, wait, what? Like, I didn't even say, I didn't give any hints, and y'all already putting two and two. Y'all, it's okay. It is okay. All right. God is good. But just know that I guess maybe for my white counterparts, they get interviews like that. But as for me, it has been a ride. So when I tell y'all, I was just so happy and so grateful, and God is truly so good because this did not have to happen. So I'm in a state of gratitude. And then on top of that, what I really loved is the fact that, you know, Angel was able to express herself. And I hope you all enjoyed the interview. And shout out to everybody who watched. Whatever your opinion is, I just appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you for the support. Like, it really does not go unnoticed. And I'm just grateful. But let me say this. During the interview, at one point, her son came in the room and he was like, hi, hi. And it was the cutest thing. I was like, oh, I wish I could have kept that in there. But obviously, I want to be respectful because that's her, that's her child. He's like 4 or 5 years old. So I cut that out, privacy reasons. But her son is adorable, like just the cutest. And that was like a really like fun part of the interview. But I had a great time. Again, I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I really appreciate y'all for supporting and watching. So, yes, but anywho, y'all, let's get into Salt Lake City. Oh, thank you guys so much. Yes, honey. I was just like, you know what? I just, want to respect your wishes, so I cut it out. But he came in during the interview. So if at one point it looks like we're both looking away, or if it looks kind of like the cut seems kind of like harsh, it's because he came into the room and we stopped to talk and say hi. He is just adorable. But I had a really nice time talking to Angel. And Angel, I honestly feel like, however you feel about Angel, I think that she's a housewife that I want to see get a second chance, because we've seen it before where a housewife had a really rough first season and then they turned it around seasons later. So just my 2 cents. But again, I just want to say thank y'all, because y'all really made me feel like I felt all the love, and I really appreciate y'all for watching. I really do. So thank you guys. I love y'all down. Okay. Like, y'all really don't understand. I'm in such a good place. I'm in such a good space, and I just feel such great, like, gratitude. So yes, that's where I'm at. So if I seem just like super smiley, I'm just like on cloud 9. Okay. So thank y'all. Yes, it took Wendy 4 seasons to have a good season. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, we had to remember that Wendy came in on a rough note. Like, seasons 5 through 7 were hard for her. She didn't start getting people to come around to her until season 8, when NECA was in the picture. But because think about it, I remember vividly when Mia assaulted her. I have folks in my comments saying that's what she deserved. I don't like her. I don't care what happens to her. Like, we have to remember, Wendy did not get in the public's good graces until recently. So it's really funny to see this revisionist history with everybody being like, oh, go Wendy, but knowing that when she first came on the show, she was not well received. So I agree. If Wendy could turn it around, so can Angel. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, if Ashley could get a million chances, Angel surely deserves a second season. I agree. Oh, I love y'all so much. You said that's because she wasn't Pam Oliver then. No, I'm serious. I think that certain housewives should get a second season just off the fact that they started off on a really rough note. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just me, though. That's just me. But hey, y'all, we will see what happens at this here reunion, right? Hey, Victoria A8821. Thank you for the super chat. Miss you. Oh, yes, I miss you too. Yes, I'm happy that you were in the chat. Hey, Steph. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for going live. Congrats on your interview with Angel. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. When I tell you, I I'm just so grateful. I really am. Thank you so much. Hey, Devonta Franklin, thank you for the super chat. I never trusted Heather. The fact she lied for over 2 years about a black eye to protect a criminal told me everything. Heather always knew about Jen. I agree. And that's why it's so comical seeing her getting all hype with Lisa and Meredith on this trip. It's bizarre. I hear you. I just think she'll be another K. Yes. No, when I tell you, Ms. Brooke always talks about not discussing things until they are real. Listen, you don't understand. On Monday, when I did the RHOP live, I was trying my hardest not to let it slip out because one of y'all said something and I said, well, just wait until tomorrow because I'm interviewing her. And I said, Brooke, you don't go back on your word. You never talk about things before they're finished. But it took everything in me not to accidentally reveal it because I was just like, oh my gosh. That's why I was kind of, even though it was a 2-hour live, I was still sort of not in a rush to get off, but because I was like anxious that I might spill the beans and let you guys know beforehand. So I was like, you know what? Let me stop talking so much before I accidentally tell you guys what's about to happen. Okay. So yes, honey, I was trying to hold it in. I truly was. You said, listen, you don't understand. It took everything in me because one of y'all said something and I almost let it slip. And I said, Brooke, I said, you know what? Don't get off. Just get off live. Wrap this up. It was a kind of a weak episode anyway. Get off before you say it and reveal it and ruin the whole thing. So I said, Brooke, just be quiet. I remember that glitch in your speech. Okay, yes, you caught it. You caught it. I was like, and I was like, yeah. So, anyways, guys, have a great day. See you guys another day. Yeah, y'all have me screaming. Listen, y'all. It took everything in me. It took everything in me. I wanted to tell you guys so bad. I was like, oh my gosh, Brooke, just keep it in. You've always done a great job about being quiet. Don't slip up now. Yes, I told you. Yes, I told myself, shut my mouth and move on. Exactly. I know. I told myself, I said, girl, shut up. I said, shut up. Don't F this up. Okay. So proud of you, Brooke. And I think Angel can turn viewers' opinions about her. First seasons aren't always a hit for some housewives. No, I agree. I agree. I think that there is potential. And I also think that from what I was told, I think that the second half of this season, where it's going to be the focus on her and her finances, I do believe that the viewers will be on her side because, it's evident that Angel and her husband are doing well financially. So this whole thing about her being evicted and having money problems, we're all going to be on her side about that. So I think that she's going to be able to turn it around. Lord willing, we'll see, right? But I think that if she gets one more chance, knowing the ropes, knowing what to expect now this time around, I believe that if she comes back for season 11, she can turn this baby around and be liked. So, all right, y'all. Yes, honey, you have to hold it in. You have to hold it in. But y'all had me so tempted to tell y'all, but I said no. I said I can't do it for a number of reasons. So yes, but thank you. No, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So y'all, yes, if Brittany from S.6 can go back, anybody can. I mean, we're over here, people are over here standing for a deadbeat mother who prioritizes men over her daughters. So if Brittany can have a fan base, surely Angel can turn this around. You know what I'm saying? Yes, honey, I was having an internal battle. I really was. Hey, Jamila 2957. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the overall perspective of the RHOP. Oh, yes, of course. Thank you. Thank you for watching and supporting. But honey, when I tell you though, Bravo, I mean, they make you go through some things before you can secure that interview. All right. So I was just like, Lord have mercy, Jesus. All right. So anyhow, y'all, I think the public at large is really hard on Black housewives. Yes, that's very true. That's very true, because I feel like the fan base as a whole is very forgiving about when the white housewives mess up and bully and do whatever. But a Black housewife says one thing, it's the end of the world. You don't want to give them a chance again. It's like F you for life. So yeah, I've noticed that as well. Yes, you said the dick hungry deadbeat has a fan base. All right. So can Angel. Yes, yes. So y'all, I've talked your ear off, I feel, long enough about the interview, but I just want to say thank you again. But without further ado, let's get on with the SLC recap, right? So we start off the episode, we open it up with Angie at home, and we see her dad and her Aunt Rita are over as well. And they're going to be teaching Heather and Mary how to speak Greek. So we find out that they're going on a trip to Greece. And I thought it was really cute to see her dad and her aunt there. One thing about it, I always get teary-eyed every time I see Angie's father. He seems like the sweetest man, just a blessing that he's he's still here and healthy. He's almost 90 years old. He still looks good. Like, God bless Angie's dad, like adorable. And her Aunt Rita is so adorable too. So anyhow, we see Heather and Mary over. Heather says that she's never been to Greece, but she's excited. And Angie's dad says, you're going to love it, right? So now Angie says, since she's applying for her citizenship in Greece, she wants to take the women to Greece, to the most beautiful country, and join her in being Greek for the week. So we find out that Angie announced the trip at Bronwyn's party. So now, we have them teaching, we have the aunt and her father teaching them phrases. Mary sounded good speaking Greek too. I was like, okay, come on, Mary. Mary had the accent down and everything. So Mary's like, how do you say you don't have any manners in Greek? So they teach her how to say it. Now we cut to everybody packing. Lisa's packing. Now Lisa went right to the Gucci store, honey, and bought about 50 Gucci pieces, the Gucci shopping bags all over the floor. I said, I live for it. She's like, I have like 60 Chanel bags that I still have to pack. I just love all of my pieces, like my Gucci, my Versace. And even though it's Italian, it feels Greek to me. Like, honey, I was here for it. I said, come through, Lisa, come through. So now we see Bronwyn packing. She says that she's worried that it's going to be a feisty trip again. And what if something else happens on the plane? What's going to happen? Is Angie going to have to speak Greek to the officers if they should fight on the plane? And Todd says, well, you don't know what she'll say in Greek. She might say, lock that bitch up. I said, look at Todd attempting to be funny and have a good sense of humor, because he's getting tired of us calling him dry every time. But Bronwyn, I just want you to know that I'm going to be on you in this recap, just so we're clear. And to the Bronwyn fans who just swear that Bronwyn is it and all that stuff, I don't want to hear it when I get on her. I'm letting you know right now that I have some choice words for Miss Bronwyn, because she tried it at that lunch. Bronwyn has a funny relationship with the truth. Your girl likes to lie. She cannot be honest. And I'm tired of the constant saying stuff for sympathy. Then when they ask her about it a few days later, now it's a different story. Unfortunately, y'all's newest fave needs some help. No, she really does need help. No, she does. She does need help. Honey, Bronwyn look real funny in the lights. I'm a Bronwyn fan, but get her. I gave her several side eyes during the episode. Yes, honey, no, she has a lying spirit. She does need help. I said, girl, what is going on? And all you Bronwyn fans who fought me, y'all fought me last season and talking about some, oh, Brooke, their marriage is fine. You're hating on their marriage. I said, girl, hating on what? In the words of Wendy, hating on what? Hating on this? Like, girl, stop. Stop. Please. Don't fool yourself. Listen. But the people go up for Stacey. Well, it's different. Stacey's lies don't involve other people. Like, Stacey's lying about stupid stuff. Bronwyn is lying because she wants their sympathy. But then when they try to reach out to her for, to help her out, now she's getting mad at them. So there's a difference. Stacey's not lying about, oh, my husband's cheating on me and I want to pick girls out for him and I'm so sad and y'all help me out. Like, Stacey's doing like silly lies about nonsense. It's different in my opinion, but to each their own. We all have different opinions, but I feel like Bronwyn is constantly backpedaling when they call her out and they ask her what's going on. So just saying. But to the Bronwyn fans, do not act surprised when I get on Bronwyn when we get to that scene. Just letting you know right now. So that nobody can say that they were surprised when I got on your girl. Okay? You were warned. You were warned. Don't act brand new now. So anyhow, it's the day of the trip and they're at the airport. Heather says that she's never been to Greece. She's always wanted to go. She's seen the movie The Clash of the Titans where all the Greek gods were hot men and she's excited. So now, they're all on the plane, all settled into first class. Mary says that she has been to Greece before. It's very serene. It's very surreal. It's just fabulous, right? So now Lisa says that being friends with Angie is like being on a trip to Greece 24/7. And she hopes that after this trip, she never has to hear about Greece or being Greek again. And quick little side note. I am all for being proud of your race, your ethnicity, like be proud. I love to see it. But when it comes to Angie, it gets to a point. And Angie, it is no shade. But I feel like that's really your only talking point at times. Like they'll be having a conversation about the weather. And then all of a sudden you'll say, yeah, did you know that I'm Greek? Or yeah, the Greeks like hot weather too. And it's like, girl, we're not talking about that. And I'm sorry, Angie, but you can't make that your whole personality. And even your daughter checked you on that a few episodes ago. She was like, Mom, it gets to a point. I mean, again, respectfully, like Angie, it's just, I don't know if you think that it's going to give you some camera time by constantly referencing being Greek, but it's in every part of every conversation. And it's grating to your castmates and it's grating to the viewers. Just saying, like, we know that you're Greek. Child, I love it. I love that for you. Greece is fabulous. I love Greek Mediterranean food. Chef's kiss, right? But girl, it gets to a point. And when everybody's saying that, just saying. Yes, it's like, we get it. Yes. In the words of Cynthia, what else is going on? You know what I'm saying? Yes, Angie isn't giving center snowflake. I agree. I've forgotten about Angie. It's no shade, but Angie has been sort of a non-factor in these last 4 or 5 episodes. And when I tried to say that at the beginning of this season, y'all ripped me a new one. Y'all were like, Brooke, stop it. Da 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 da. And now we're finally seeing it all together that, yeah, Angie's not really giving a whole lot right now. Let's just move on, okay? Yes, I don't think there's much going on. It's true. It's very true. She has been background until this trip. Exactly. I agree. And she's not talking about Lisa. She has nothing going on. How tragic. Yes. Yeah. But wait. Every time I've tried to say that though, the girls would come for me saying, "Oh, you just like Lisa so much. It's not about Lisa." But we're really seeing though in real time that when it's not about Lisa, there's nothing to talk about. So I guess the moral of the story is I'm not wrong. I'm just early. Like if I say these things midway, y'all, we'll be right here. But when I say it too early, that's when I have to tussle in the comments. Yes, the Black Amex moment was it, I guess, honey. It sure was. And it had the good folks. We were tussling in the chat when that moment came on, honey. The baby. The girls who didn't have Amexes were coming for me when we talked about that scene. I said, what's going on? I didn't do anything, child. Oh my gosh. Yes, honey. The broke men were mad. It was a mess. Everybody was fighting in the chat. I said, my God, today, Lord have mercy. Okay. Yes. Like, wait a second. How do you scream at me on my channel? You are yelling at me? Like, excuse me? Like, mind your manners. Like, what is going on? Okay. Yes, honey. Every time I hear Amex, I think of you, Brooke. Oh my gosh, I am screaming. Y'all, let's move on before they come back again and curse me out and say, stop talking about this, move on, okay? Let's just move on, child. So anyway, they touched down in Santorini. It looks beautiful. They're on the Sprinter van. The driver greets them. He seems really sweet. So Angie says this is going to be the best trip that they've ever had. Lisa's asking how big is Santorini, and Heather says it's the same size as Canawan or Barbados. So Heather was wrong about both. Like Santorini is a lot bigger than Canawan, but it's smaller than Barbados. So now Heather's like, I don't understand the size of islands or penises. Now, Heather, I don't know who put the battery in your back about talking sexually all season long, but I'm sorry, it doesn't land with you. Like, I'm nobody's prude, okay? I like a good sex talk every now and again. Y'all know that. Like, we cut up on certain chats, right? But it's like for Heather, it feels like you're going out of your way to seem cool or risque, and it's just not landing, like, respectfully. And you've been doing it now for the last like 5 or 6 episodes. When it came to the yacht trip with Captain Jason, it's just like, girl, what's going on? And what's really funny to me is the fact that you had gotten on, was it Monica? You had gotten on Monica when she was asking you about your sex life. You started screaming and hollering about how you don't talk about that. You have 3 daughters who are watching this and all that stuff. Like, you can't be caught talking about sex. But now all of a sudden, it's all this sex talk all the time about imaginary sex at that. It's no shade, sis. It's no shade. But you're not getting any. And so you're trying to act like you are getting some. It's just the whole thing is just very off-putting. It's very weird. Like, no, for real. No. And it's like, I'm not trying to be mean, but that's just really the long and the short of it when it comes to Heather. Like, we're being honest here. It's the truth. It's no shade. It's no shade. It's no shade. But that's exactly, like, you took the word. We see each other. Yes, it's very desperate. No, like, I'm not trying to be funny, but like, with her, it's always some imaginary boyfriend with some imaginary sex. Her trying to act like she had sex with Captain Jason. Captain Jason denied it. He was like, no, we are just friends. And she's trying to allude that he's being coy and they really did have sex. I'm like, girl, are you okay? Never let a man tell you more than once that he doesn't want you. It's just like, there's something's not quite right. Yeah, it's just very desperate in her. In her case, it's very desperate. You said Brazzers ain't hiring her. They sure. No, it's the truth. We gonna talk about that comment because I had several question marks when she said that. I said, girl, Heather is the poster child for insecurity. So the absolute gall, the audacity. I was gagged when she said that. I said, Heather, you of all people talk about somebody's insecure? Like, excuse me? A mess. So yeah, desperate housewife. One of y'all has me screaming. One of y'all has me screaming so hard at who you compared her to. Y'all are on one today. Y'all have me hollering, please. So anyhow, they're like, oh, I knew that was coming. So you have Heather saying that she wants to smoke a Greek cigarette, get tattoos, and come home with numbers from hot Greek men. So now we have Bronwyn make a joke, and Whitney says, even though it's frustrating that Bronwyn betrayed my trust, I think the key to moving forward is not going backwards. Her ability to keep secrets is not very high. Now, Whitney, stop. You can't keep secrets. You are always running your mouth. You're always instigating. You're always stirring the pot. You're always stirring up chaos and drama and strife. The audacity for you to say that Bronwyn can't keep secrets. You can't. The minute somebody tells you something, you're already telling everybody else in the group. So don't start. And on top of that, girl, it wasn't that deep for you to still be this mad at Bronwyn. Just saying. Like, I'm not here for Whitney. I need for Whitney and Heather to really reevaluate what they're doing because I am tired. I'm over the antics. I truly am. Like, they're exhausting me. So now they get to the restaurant, and the restaurant has a gorgeous view of Santorini, and they're greeted by George. He's the director of operations of the restaurant. So he has sangria for them. It looks so good. So you have Angie saying, aren't the Greeks just the best? I said, Angie, let me just hold your hand. You guys are in Greece. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the sangria. Enjoy the views. Enjoy the beauty of Greece. We don't need to hear you say how the Greeks are amazing and the Greeks are the best. You guys are in Greece. Just enjoy. Angie, girl, again, you're laying it on too thick, and this has been your shtick now for the last 3 seasons. It's enough. Season 7, let's kill it. We know that you're Greek. You're proud of being Greek. We love that for you. We're proud for you. Enough. It's enough already, please. So now they sit down to eat, and we have the server come out to tell them about the meal, about the food. So they're starting off with a salad. The salad looks so good. They have quesadillas with Wagyu beef inside, truffle pizza. Again, y'all, my mouth was just watering. It's watering right now. But yeah, that food looked phenomenal. So Angie says, we're in Greece together. It's a dream come true. My parents were born here. It's special to have you guys here with me. And this will deepen our bond as friends. And I consider you all my friends. So they toast to that. And now Meredith is like, well, tomorrow I'm guessing that we're going to take it easy. And now Angie says, we're all exhausted. We've been traveling for about 2 days. So then she says, thank God I got the bags under my eyes fixed. So Lisa's like, well, what did you do to your eyes? So we find out that Angie got the fat pads from under her eyes removed. So that's why she no longer has bags. So now you have Meredith saying that she likes Botox. She's not a big filler girl. And Heather says, well, I believe that everybody should get as much filler as they want. I said, Heather, we know. We know you have 2 beauty labs. We know you love the filler. Like, let me just leave that alone. But we know that you love a lot of filler. We get that. So now Angie's like, Heather, what time is it? And Heather's like, well, it's about that time. So now Brittany's like, Heather, may I see your watch? And Mary's like, yeah, your watch is really pretty. So Heather's like, Lisa, I want to tell you something that you're not going to like. I bought a Cartier watch. So Lisa's like, well, I'm happy for you. So Heather says, during our layover, Angie and Lisa got into it badly over Angie's Cartier watch. Lisa accused Angie of copying her. They were fighting about the watch so much that when I went downstairs to the duty-free shops, I saw that the Cartier store was right there. So I went and bought a Cartier watch for myself. Can I tell you something? Shout out to all of the airports that have designer stores. Okay. Shout out to London, Heathrow Airport. They have Dior. They have Van Cleef. They have all of it. I said, oh, yes. I love an airport where you can do some shopping. So I thought that was fabulous that she did get a Cartier watch for herself at that airport. Okay. No, yes. Heather was fishing for an issue. She truly was. Truly. But you know what? It really goes to show, and I know I'm going to make people mad when I say this, but I don't care. It goes to show you how much power they give Lisa Barlow. Because for y'all to run out and buy a Cartier watch because Lisa has it, and then you're trying to make her jealous about it, it's like, you need help. Lisa lives rent-free in your brain, and the fact that you can't see that is troubling. It's really crazy. Yes, it's true. No, it's very goofy behavior. So now Mary's like, how much was it? So Heather says it was only $6,000. So now Heather goes on to say that she ended up buying Whitney a Cartier watch as well to match. So Whitney says, I get a call from Heather saying that she's buying us matching Cartier watches. And Heather says, because it was at a duty-free shop, I could get a second Cartier watch for the same price as if I was buying it at the Cartier store. She says it was like a buy one, get one free from Cartier. So Lisa's like, well, congratulations. Happy birthday. I love that for y'all. God bless. We all have Cartier watches. Again, what else is going on? So now Heather says that Lisa acts like it's no big deal, but I do know that deep down inside, Lisa is mildly irritated by this. So hold on. Let's just break this down for a minute, because you're telling me that your sole reason for buying this watch was to get under Lisa's skin? Like, are you well? Because when I buy my pieces, I'm buying it for myself. I'm not buying it to piss somebody off. The fact that you spent $12,000 on 2 Cartier watches to get Lisa riled up when she doesn't even care, that's madness. Like, that's insanity. That's weirdo behavior. Like, I'm so sorry, Heather, but you act really weird. And aren't you tired of this? At your grown age. And the fact that you want Lisa to be jealous about the watches, and you're mad that she's not giving you the reaction that you want, it says more about you than it does about her. And that's why I will always stand 10 toes down in saying that Lisa Barlow is that girl of this franchise. You can feel how you want to feel, but you are really that girl when you have folks running out to buy what you have to get under your skin. Lisa was the first thought and the only thought when Heather was up in that Cartier store at the airport. And that's sad, because I know when I buy my stuff, I'm buying my designer pieces for me. I don't have anybody else in mind. Respectfully. When I'm at Neiman's, I'm not thinking about anybody else. When I'm on Fifth Avenue, I'm not thinking about anybody else. When I was in the Dior store, I wasn't thinking about anybody else. When I was in Van Cleef, I wasn't thinking about anybody else. It was about me. I just can't imagine being in a designer shop thinking about somebody else. Like, are you well? It's crazy. It's very crazy. You said Heather was playing for the cameras. She wants a brand deal. Honey, Cartier's not pairing up with her. It's no shade. They'll pair up with Lisa before they pair up with Heather. It's no shade. So if that was her goal, stop. Dropping $6,000 to make somebody mad. Oh no. I mean, exactly. It's like, girl, are you okay? Are you all right? It's very embarrassing. Lisa's castmates are her fans. They are. You say you can't stand Lisa Barlow, but it's true. She gets the ladies rattled with the slightest things. Yes, thank you. That's all I've been trying to say. For all of y'all who don't like Lisa, my thing is, can you acknowledge that the girls still want to be her? They want like, That's all I'm saying. It's an obsession that they have with her. Even if you don't like Lisa, shout out to you for acknowledging that at the end of the day, the sun rises and sets on Lisa Barlow when it comes to her cast members. They can't get enough of her because this is insanity to me. Like, girl, this is beyond. Yes, Lisa is the Giselle of SLC. I agree. Very much so. But yes, they give Lisa way too much power. You said Heather is a good swatch watch girl. Oh, that swatch. You have me screaming today, please. Y'all have me screaming. Cartier currently uses Zoe Saldana. I don't think they want a housewife. Exactly. Yes, two things can be true. Exactly. Okay. Y'all said she is a swatch watch girl. Y'all cut up so bad. So now Heather says that they were fighting about the Cartier watch. Mary's like, well, who's they? And Whitney points to Lisa and Angie. So Heather says that that Lisa and Angie were on the phone looking for receipts of who had the watch first. And so Heather says that her watch is different from Lisa's watch, though. Lisa says, yeah, it is different. So Mary had me hollering in her confessional. Mary says, I would never argue about Cartier watches. That's a grandma watch, by the way. She says, none of us are spring chickens. So I get it, but I would never have an argument about it and tell the whole world. I said, baby, not. She said it was a grandma watch. I said, my God. So Angie says, it's not a competition. We all have beautiful things. We all work hard. We're all happy that you have a Cartier, and you should be happy for everybody else. Nobody's copying anybody. So Angie goes on to say, you do say that people copy you a lot. You said that I got my Cartier because you were wearing one. So Lisa's like, look, girl, I'm calling it what it is because I was wearing Schiaparelli before you were, and now all of a sudden you wear Schiaparelli. Like, girl, stop. Like, obviously I do set the trends in this group, okay? So Angie says, I had my Cartier 10 years ago. Now suddenly I've copied you. Lisa says, I've had mine for 3 or 4. Angie's like, well, find a photo of you wearing it. So Angie says that she does have a picture of her wearing her watch. It's on Facebook. That's how old her Cartier watch is. So Lisa's like, don't you think this is kind of silly? Like, this whole conversation is kind of foolish. So Angie says, you know what's silly is your snobbiness. So Lisa's like, I'm not snobby. And Angie says, yes, you act like you're the only one in this group who can afford certain things, and we can all afford them. Now, Angie, Lisa might be a lot of things, but I don't think for a minute that Lisa thinks that they can't afford what she can afford. Like, she's well aware that you all can afford designer things too. On top of that, Angie, my thing is you're obviously not that secure, because if you have money, somebody telling you that you don't is not going to change the fact that you do. Like when you really have it like that, and you do have it like that, I don't know why you're so pressed about what Lisa thinks or doesn't think about you and your finances. Like, it shouldn't really matter to you if people don't think that you have it. Like, I feel like I'm not saying it right. I feel like, Angie, you should be secure in yourself to know that you do have it. So I don't know why you're so bothered about Lisa being snobby or not. You know that you have it. Just a few episodes ago, you slammed your 3 black Amexes down on the table. You have to have substantial money to have a Black American Express in the first place. And the fact that you have 3, we know that you have it. So this whole conversation is kind of foolish on your end, because why are you getting mad when we all know that you have money and you know that you have money? If you know that you have it like that, what somebody else says or doesn't say should not bother you, because you know the truth. Like, I don't know. Am I making sense? Yes, they do want her acceptance. It's weird. It's very weird. Yes, she's the Black Prada Amex band too. I'm just confused as to where she's getting this from. You don't have a Black American Express by not having money. I'm just confused as to why. I don't know. I think it's just very silly. Like when you know that you have it, it doesn't matter. It's like when you look good. If somebody says you don't look good, you know that it's a lie, right? Like, does that make sense? I don't know. I just feel like, Angie, this whole thing's just so foolish on your end because you know that you have money. So why are you mad at what Lisa thinks or doesn't think about you? It shouldn't matter. Your Black Amex still goes through at the end of the day. So why are we fighting about something that doesn't need to be fought over? It's so dumb. I don't know. Yes, she needs external validation. I agree. So now, Lisa's like, I never said that. So Angie says, why do you think that I would copy your watch? Lisa says, well, sometimes people do see things and copy. So Angie says, people own nice things. You're not the only one. Bronwyn says, this is the kind of petty that I live for. So now Angie says, well, I had mine first. I had my Rolex first. I had my Porsche first. Lisa says, I never saw it. I've had my Porsche forever. Angie says, I've had 5 of them. Lisa says, I'm on Porsche number 4. So now Lisa says, it's not a competition and mine's a 2025. Now, Lisa, let me just say, the irony of it all, you just said it's not a competition to then say, well, girl, I have a brand new Porsche 2025 and my Porsche, I have it in that own, I'm the only one who has it in that color. And it's the only one in that state in that color. So I said, girl, you get competitive too now, Lisa. So let's not, like, girl, you were competing as well. I said, Angie might be pressed, but you were also acting pressed as well, because this is so dumb. This is just so foolish. You guys both have gorgeous cars. You have a Porsche and a G-Wagon. Angie has a Porsche and a Ferrari. So it's like, girl, like, why are we going tit for tat? It's so silly. Like, I said, okay, girl. So now Lisa says that Angie is so competitive and jealous, is very unhealthy. It's going to take years off of her life if she keeps this going. So she says, first it was with the watches and the cars. And I'm like, I don't even know what you drove, but you knew what I was driving when you were watching me on TV. Now, hold on, because Lisa, when it comes to reading, my girl, you don't normally land the reads, right? You're not a reader, but you ate that one little thing because this was a nasty read. I said, come through. I was here for it. We all know that Angie was a desperado when it came to getting on to SLC. Miss Mamas was trying to get on that show every single year. Meredith exposed her at that reunion. She said, Miss Mamas, you auditioned every single year and they rejected you. You had to beg Jen Shah to bring you on as a friend season 3. And then by the grace of God, your dreams came true and you became full-time season 4. Lisa ate that one. You could say what you want. Lisa ate down. She said, Miss Girl, you were watching me. I might not have the amount of Porsches that you've had, but you were watching me in my Porsche season 1 as you were sitting home on the couch watching me. I was here for that. Yes, her reads normally fall flat, but she ate that one little thing. I said, come through. No, it's true. Angie was calling Andy in the middle of the night, begging and pleading, and now we're suffering hearing her talk about Grease. Yeah, Lisa nibbled with that one. Exactly. Yes, Angie was the thirstiest friend before we met Brittany. Yes. Angie K is one of the most, she's definitely, I would put her, and I would rank her as top 2 when it comes to the thirstiest friend of. Like, when I think of thirsty friends of the show, Angie K, who made her way to full-time, but don't forget Angie Harrington. Remember Angie Harrington on SLC season 2? She looked like Sarah Paulson. She was also thirsty. Something about those Angies are really thirsty on Real Housewives. But yes, honey, Angie, don't forget. Baby, you were fanned out before you became full-time. So yes, honey. Angie Harrington gave us very much, yes, Salt Lake, Sarah Paulson, very much so. Well, you know what? I think that Angie K might have Marlo beat when it comes to the thirstiest friend of, because Angie was so hungry for it. So I don't know. I feel like Angie K might have Marlo beat when it comes to the desperation to be full-time or to just be on the show. So anyhow, Angie says, I don't care about things. Now, Angie, that's a lie. I mean, we don't have to tell lies now, Angie. If it's okay. You like designer things. Don't sit here and say you don't care. If you didn't care, you wouldn't buy them. Like, I'm never going to be here for the lies. Like, girl, it's okay. Own it. You like a designer piece. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't sit up here and say that you don't care about designer. You do. Just own it. Because if you didn't care, you wouldn't be arguing about who had their Rolex or who had their Cartier first. So stop. You like your materials. It's okay. Own it. So now Lisa says wait, sorry, I forgot where I was. No, Angie says, me and you are so different. She says that I want to have fun, but yet you're worried about what things look like on the outside. And I don't agree with that. I think that they all care about what they look like and how they're perceived on the outside. Like I do. Angie, you like to stunt and flex on the girls. You wouldn't plunk down 3 of your black Amexes if you didn't care. So like, let's not sit up here and grandstand like we're just so above it. When no, you like your pieces too. Just saying. So now Lisa says, you're putting that on me. I have my hobbies. I sit in my bathtub and look at stuff for trips and finding cool stuff. I said, no, Lisa, I don't know if that's a hobby, but okay. So now Heather jumps in and says, now, Lisa, you know that bathtubs are Meredith's whole thing. So who's copying who now? I said, Heather, please be quiet. Like, please, girl, you started this whole entire stupid argument for no reason. And girl, you're the most pressed out of everybody buying a watch to compete with Lisa. You look foolish. So now they toast to stuff, and now it's the next morning. So we see them all getting ready for the day. We see that Lisa has a local makeup artist from Greece doing her makeup. Lisa's telling the makeup artist that she gets her makeup done every day back at home. So we see them eating breakfast. And when I tell y'all, that villa was gorgeous. That infinity pool, the view, Angie, you did that. The food looked amazing. A 20 out of 10. So as Lisa's getting glammed up, we see Angie go outside and she's making fun of Lisa. Lisa's like, it's not an option to go on a trip without glam. Like, why waste a day looking ugly? Now, I know that people have their gripes with Lisa being so vain, but I get it. Like, you know, I'm a vain girl too. I care about how I look. I want to look my best. You're on TV, you're out and about. Like, put your best foot forward. If you have the money to get glam every day, do it. Life is too short. And it's just like, they pick on Lisa about everything, about every little thing that she does. It shouldn't bother you that she wants to get glam. It shouldn't bother anybody. Listen, say what you want about me, but I don't have an issue with her wanting to be glam. Like, I don't. And I feel like if she got on this show with no makeup on or a home job, y'all would be saying, oh, she looks horrible. Girl, put some makeup on. So it's like people can't win either way. So the moral of the story is, do you. Folks are going to talk about you, whatever you do in this life. I'm here for getting the glam every day. Do it. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to look your best. I'm all for looking your best when you pop out. So Lisa, I see you. So now they're sitting around and Lisa has on these Prada slides. So Heather's like, oh, Lisa, I love your Prada slides. I'm going to buy them too. So I just said, Heather, it's okay to let the joke go. You can't help yourself. You always have to pick at Lisa. I just don't understand this constant need to always have something to say when you see her. Like, oh my gosh. Like, it's an obsession. It's a fixation. So now you have Lisa saying, are you going to get a pair and copy me? And now Meredith is like, yeah, she's going to go and get a pair and copy you. And so you have Heather saying, Brittany might have forgiven Meredith, but I haven't. She says that she's still hurt by Meredith and disappointed. She won't forget how Meredith called her a liar. Heather, we are now in Greece. The whole plane situation from Canawan to Salt Lake City, that happened 5 episodes ago. We didn't see the footage. We don't care. I forgot all about you being mad at Meredith. Let it go. I'm so sorry, hon, but you let a grown woman punch you in your eye and you covered for her for over a year and a half. If you can let Jen Shah off the hook, you can let Meredith off the hook. And quite frankly, I don't give a damn. I don't. I really don't, Heather. I'm sorry. This whole storyline has ran its course. We didn't see the footage on the plane, so let's move on. It's enough already. Nobody cares that you're mad at Meredith. And if I were Meredith, I would pay you dust. Girl, you're still on that? Move on. Period. Yeah, it's like you lied about a damn black eye. Exactly. It's enough. Heather needs to bring something new. Yeah, it's just like, what is going on? Why are we still talking about something that happened episodes ago and we don't even get to see the footage? It's not fair to the fans. Stop bringing us storylines that we didn't get to see. It's enough. Child. So now Meredith says, wait, hold on. Okay, so Angie says, well, we're going to go to the beach. Be ready in an hour. So now we see them. They're in the van on their way to the beach. And the drive to the beach was so cool. They're on these windy roads and these cliffs. You see the gorgeous view of Santorini, like just stunning. So now as they're on their way there, they're in the van. Meredith is whispering to Heather and she says, at some point on this trip, I want to take 2 minutes to talk to you and explain something from last week. Because we're done with this whole thing. So Meredith says that she's been trying to talk to Heather. She tried calling her before the trip to find some resolve and let her know that there was a misunderstanding about her calling her a liar. So she says it does not take much to give somebody the courtesy of a conversation, and to not do that is frustrating. Now, we all know why Heather's ignoring Meredith. She's doing that because she wants a moment. She's trying to embarrass Meredith in front of the group. That's why she's not trying to have an off-camera conversation. Again, Heather, it's time for you to find some new plays because we see right through you. Like, it's like clockwork. You always want to bring an issue up in front of the group because you want this big moment. It's stale and it's tired. One of y'all hit the nail on the head a few weeks ago when you said Heather is still trying to chase that moment of the season 4 finale when she said that iconic receipts, proof, timelines, whatever. I'm so tired of hearing that, but you know that when she said that, but she's trying to chase that moment. She's trying to recreate that moment. So now everything has to be in front of the group now. And I'm sorry, Heather, but let that moment die. Let it go. We are so past it. That was 2.5 years ago. Let's move on. Yeah, she's chasing the high. I agree. Receipts, proof, timelines. Thank you. When I tell you I'm so tired of that, and she won't let that go. She's living on those laurels. Yes, her moment came and went. She needs to move on. I agree. Yes, Meredith said those superpowers are getting neutralized. Yes, because, honey, the way Meredith did not give her a moment at that table, Meredith hit her with that silence, paid her dust. I said, come through, Meredith, come through. Let the mouse go. It's her only iconic moment. I agree. A moment comes naturally, not by force. Exactly. She's very desperate. So now we're at the beach, and that beach club was just gorgeous. Oh my goodness. So we find out that the sand is black because it's from the volcanic rock that's over there. I thought the beach was just gorgeous. That view, the beach club, just 10 out of 10. So they're greeted with drinks. And now we see Angie putting on her Greek bucket hat. So Mary's like, Angie, I don't know about this Greek hat. Like, I know you love your country, but girl, I don't know about this hat on you. I thought the hat was cute. So you have Mary talking about let me see your face shape. She says that Bronwyn has a bucket face. Heather has a bucket face too. So you have Heather saying, well, it's better than a butter face. It's a step up. I said, not a butter face. Let me move on. So you have Mary saying, you have oblong faces, pie faces, square shaped faces. The square shaped girls are dingbats. You said Married is doing casual eugenics. Oh my gosh. Y'all have me screaming in this chat, please. So now it's time for lunch. They sit down ready to eat. And Angie's already ordered their meals, right? So Angie's like, what do you guys think about the men in Greece? Heather says they're hot. That guy on the flamingo in the water was cute. We see a flashback of this really cute guy on one of those flamingo floaties in the water. He waved to them. So now Angie makes a joke and she's like, Bronwyn, are you going to get a number 2 while you're here? And she's obviously referencing Bronwyn hinting at an open marriage a few episodes ago. So Angie's like, well, girl, are you going to, dip and do with somebody else while we're on vacation? Like, we won't tell anybody. It's between us. Why did Angie say that? The way Bronwyn flipped. Bronwyn did such a big switch up. So Bronwyn she's not amused by it. And she's just staring at Angie. So Angie's like, well, girl, you did throw out you and Todd potentially having an open marriage. So Bronwyn's like, no, not at all. Not at all. I never said that. Never happened. Absolutely not. So Angie's like, no, girl, you said out of your own mouth that you and Todd have talked about it. So Bronwyn's like, nope, no, you must have heard wrong. Todd and I are not in an open marriage. He's very happy over here and we're fine. So I was just like, Bronwyn, are you okay? So even Heather jumps in and says, you're very matter of fact about this. Are you happy? So Bronwyn's like, yeah, I'm super happy. I am super happy with Todd. We're great. Everything is sunshine and rainbows. We are perfect. Bronwyn, it's a sad day when I'm on Heather's side because however I feel about Miss Heather, Heather clocked you and your BS because you said out of your mouth to that group 2 episodes ago at Whitney's house, you told them the whole spiel about how he was sleeping in a hotel. You caught him looking at naked pictures on a plane. You guys got into an argument about it. He was gaslighting you. You told Whitney how you would be down to have an open marriage, spice things up. You'd pick the girls out for him, and you wouldn't have cared if he was making out with somebody had you picked out the girl. So now we're going from, oh no, that never happened. I never said that, to now I'm super happy in my marriage. Excuse me? I said, not you gaslighting the entire audience. Y'all, I was floored, honey. I was floored. No, wait a second. Hold on. You and I are right here. I saw the truth. When I said something about it, the way y'all got on me, the way y'all jumped on me, honey, y'all tore me up in the episode number, the premiere episode of this season. Y'all tore me up because I said, the Bronwyn fans, I don't see it for your girl. I'm going to try. Y'all go back. I'm not crazy. Y'all, the first 3 episodes of this season, y'all tore me up in my own comment section. And now everybody's finally coming on board and realizing that I'm not crazy. Better late than never. Okay. I saw cracks in the season 5 reunion. Same here. When she lied about that necklace, I said, oh no, there's something wrong. Okay. Listen, honey, thank you. You remember, you were right there with me. And honey, they jumped on me. I said, my Lord, honey. I said, all right, it's okay. I said, I'll take the beating, but we're gonna revisit this later on. So, You said Somebody has to take the heat. The fact that I had to take it all by myself, though, but I took them, though. I took my licks, and now look at me, honey. I am vindicated, honey. I am vindicated. Honey, I am vindicated, okay? Yes, honey. You better get these apologies. Listen, all right? Yes, honey, still I rise. Yes, honey, I will be vindicated. Oh my gosh, look at God. Look at God, honey. Someday you'll all see the truth. No, it's true. When Shannon said that about Heather in season 9, oh my gosh, yes, honey. Vindication is here, okay? Listen. Yes, honey. Tell them to come to the front. Tell them to come to the... I want my apologies, honey. I want my apologies because, baby, y'all got me. Y'all tore me up. I said, my God. I said, it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to get the last laugh. And now here we are. Yes, honey. Vindication on the phone here, okay? Yes, honey. You can't keep me down. You can't keep me down, all right? You said you ate this one, not gonna lie. Yes. Honk the horn on them, Greg. Okay. Let them know, Greg. Let them know. So now, Bronwyn says she's super happy. There's no drama in her house. So Heather says, well, last I heard, Todd was looking at lingerie pictures and sleeping. He was looking at lingerie pictures and sleeping in a hotel. I don't know why that made me laugh so badly, but it did. I said, oh, that was a nice, nasty read, okay? So now Heather's like, I'm confused. You went from that to now you're happy and monogamous. I can't keep it straight. So Heather's like, Bronwyn, you did bring this up about how you don't wear your wedding ring, right? You're not wearing your wedding ring. So Bronwyn's like, well, I don't wear it. I'm not wearing it right now. I don't wear it a lot of times anyway. I wear other jewelry besides my wedding ring. I said, okay, Bronwyn. So Heather's like, so it was all a ruse? Bronwyn says, no, you might have added 2 + 2 and got 5. So Whitney says, I can't believe how much he's backpedaling. Mary jumps in and says, here's the thing, Bronwyn. You can't pretend like it didn't happen. When you say stuff and put it out there, it comes across as there's trouble in your home. Then you can't pretend like you don't know what we're talking about with Heather. So Bronwyn says, I never said that we separated. And Angie and Heather are both like, girl, you said that. Like, that came out of your mouth. So now Bronwyn gets defensive and says, I don't need to explain anything that happens in my house. Bronwyn, what you won't do is sit up here and gaslight us. You are absolutely correct. You don't owe anybody an explanation, but you can only say that if people are prying. When you bring issues to the forefront, people are going to ask you. So that's why it makes sense to think before you speak. Think before you open your mouth about marital issues or whatever issues that you have. Because the minute that you bring it out in a public space, people will critique it. They will ask questions. So if you did not want this out there, then you should have kept your mouth shut. So I'm sorry, but that thing does not apply about, well, I don't owe you an explanation. If this were in a different circumstance, yes, that's true. But you brought it to them. You wanted their sympathy. You wanted their advice. So you can't say, don't ask me what's going on in my home. No, I'm sorry, ma'am. You had to forfeit that right. You brought this to them, not the other way around. Bronwyn, you have an issue with telling the truth. There's something wrong. I've already clocked how insecure you are, how desperate you are for validation. But when it comes to this Todd stuff, you know good and well that you're not happy in that marriage. And you came to Whitney and said, yeah, girl, I would be open for an open marriage. He could see other people on the side. I could have my thing on the side. You said that verbatim. How dare you try to act like they're crazy and you never said that? And your body language at the table, your facial expressions at the table, you looked guilty and you looked foolish. I said, girl, are you all right? And Bronwyn, I really did try with you this season. I really, Lord knows I tried. But girl, the weirdo in you just keeps jumping out because what are we talking about? I never said that. You said that for 3 episodes straight. We only heard about how you guys have had issues, an open marriage. It might be a possibility. You had the scene with Todd where you said, Todd, I do feel like couples should talk about their sex lives and how to spice things up. Would you be down for an open marriage to make you happy? Because you're obviously miserable. He was upset that you had that conversation on camera, but you did have these conversations. So to see you sit up here and backpedal the way you are is wild. No, she's not all right. You said that's why Todd told her to watch it. She should have said, we are working on things and things are positive right now in my relationship. Yes, that would have been cute, sweet, to the point. That's all she should have said. But to sit up there and just flat out lie and say, I never said any of this is crazy work. And Mary told her, right, you can't bring your issues to the group for sympathy. And then when we ask you about the update, now all of a sudden is, I never said that. Girl, what? A mess. Bronwyn acts like she doesn't like anybody on the cast. Yes, Bronwyn acts like the stuff she has said about their marriage ain't on camera. She's acting slow. She's overcorrecting because Todd let her have it. Yes. Did anyone catch Lisa smirking? I'd be smirking too if I were Lisa. Because here it is. The girl's trying to turn on me for this lying nut over here. Y'all about to throw me out this group for her, and she's over here lying to your face. I would feel vindicated if I were Lisa. Because Bronwyn has made it clear that she was trying to take Lisa down in the beginning of this season. So I caught it too. But no, I'm sick of Bronwyn and these lies. It's the same thing with the necklace, the whole situation with the cheating scandal last season. And a lot of y'all said it. You said, Brooke, I'm not believing this cheating story. I think she's doing this to get sympathy from the group and for them to stop picking on her. And then think about it. Fast forward to the reunion. She's saying, oh, no, that didn't happen. He never cheated on me. It was an emotional affair. I didn't mean it that way. I'm sorry. Bronwyn has an issue with keeping her story straight. And it's alarming. It's always something. A mess. So now Angie's like, look, no, Meredith jumps in and says, Bronwyn, I wasn't there for this conversation, but I have stood in your shoes before. I support your position. From my experience, though, this topic is not going to be the end of it. Like, this will be brought up again in this group, just so you know. So Angie says, Bronwyn, there was no judgment on my end. And now Heather makes a joke saying, I'm wondering if Lisa's going to hook up with anybody while we're on this trip. Lisa's like, honey, John is a Russian, German, I'll stick with that. I'm good over here. Now, Heather, why would you even joke like that about Lisa stepping out on John? First of all, that's not a funny joke. Second of all, Lisa has never alluded to cheating on her husband. We know that Lisa loves John down. Same with John when it comes to Lisa. Like, that is a couple where they really do ride for each other, right? You know that Lisa is she only has eyes for John. Every time they've had like strippers come out, remember they had the strippers on the van earlier this season? They had strippers at when they went to San Diego for that one cast trip. And Lisa was just like, if it's not John Barlow, I don't want to see any man naked. So she's clearly one of those women. She only has eyes for her husband. Don't even joke about another man. So I said, Heather, that joke was so stupid. Worried about you getting somebody on this trip. Respectfully. Like, worry about that. Yeah, she was wrong for asking that. I agree. Yes, Lisa shut that whole thing down. She was just like, girl, don't even do it. Like, girls, don't do it. Like, we don't even play like that over here. Like, stick with Bronwyn, worry about yourself, but don't bring that over. Don't even joke around with me like that. She shut that all the way down. Heather just can't help herself. Yes, they want her to be divorced. They do. I see that, especially Heather. It's giving envy. I agree. Yes, that's how Heather truly feels, because the joke's supposed to be funny. People want to disguise as a joke when that's how they actually feel. Oh, absolutely. That wasn't even a joke. There was nothing in her tone that gave joke. It was just like, girl, you're going to cheat on your man while we're here. Like, there was nothing funny or cute about that. And Lisa was like, girl, don't even start. Don't. And I said, Heather, stick to the imaginary sex that you're having on that new mattress. Please, don't start. So anyhow, the lunch is over. They're back in the villa. And we find out that they have to get ready. They have only an hour to get ready. They're going to go shopping and then have dinner in Santorini. So we have Heather in Mary's room. She's like, Mary, I have to talk to you about something. I don't know what's going on with Meredith. It blows my mind that she can make cutting comments, call me a liar, but never apologize and make things right. And we all have to move on like nothing happened. Heather says that she's not interested in a one-on-one private conversation. And by not engaging, Meredith is dismissing their friendship. Mary is playing peacemaker. She says, well, say that to her face. You need to be more direct. Mary says that I was raised to tell people how I feel and be honest. And I said, Mary, we know. So she goes on to say that I don't think that these women are capable of doing that and just saying how they truly feel. So we see everybody for the most part is ready. They have to leave at 7. And we see that Lisa is still in glam. So Angie's like, look at her. She's still in glam and she's laughing about it. I said, Angie, why do you care that she's in glam? Why is it bothering you that she is a makeup artist in Greece? Like, Lisa already told you she's not going to be seen without makeup. Like, it is what it is. She's not bending for anybody about that. Why are you so pressed? So now Angie's like, you know what? We're leaving. We have to be there on time. And it's sick. They leave at 6:40. So now Angie says, we're on the other side of the world and you have people here to powder your nose. It's a reflection of what you think is important. Again, why do you care? And on the other franchises, we see them getting glam in different countries. Why are you so worried about Lisa getting glam? Like, again, it's giving really press, because I could not imagine caring about what the next woman is doing. So now we see the group minus Lisa. They are on their way shopping and they have to walk to get there. So we see Whitney fall. The way Whitney fell was crazy. Like, I thought she broke her arm because she fell on her arm. And mind you, she fell on a hill. So she almost rolled down the hill. I was like, oh my gosh. So there's like a handsome gentleman's walking. He helps pick her up. So that way, she's good. So they're all like, oh my gosh, Whitney, you almost fell down that hill. Like, that was crazy. So now they're in town to, go shopping. You have all the shops. Looks really pretty. And as they're going into each store, Angie's like, I wonder what Lisa's doing right now. She's probably still in glam. So Heather's like, how long does it take to get glam anyway? We are shopping in Santorini with a gorgeous, gorgeous views everywhere. I could not imagine spending my time thinking about Lisa in glam. If she wants to be holed up getting her makeup done for 3 hours, 4 hours, that's her prerogative. Why do y'all care so much? Why? I don't understand. It's an obsession at this point. And y'all are giving her so much power. She takes up so much room in y'all's minds. You're always talking about her. And Heather, the audacity for you to say that I would hate to be crippled with that type of insecurity about my physical appearance. I'm going to try to watch what I say, but that's real rich coming from you. That's real rich coming from you. Real rich. Girl, you talked a lot about your insecurities. You've had other former castmates talk about your appearance. You've let it be known that you're very insecure about your looks. And you've made changes to your looks to look better. So for you to say that I'd hate to be so crippled by my physical appearance, that's not true, because you've made tweaks to your appearance to look better and feel better about yourself. I say, the jokes really write themselves. And I want to go further with this point, but I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna just let that be a private thought. But yeah, girl is giving jealousy, and I'm gonna just leave it there. I'm gonna just leave it right there. We can move on. Yes, even if Lisa is insecure, Heather should be quiet. Exactly. That's what it's just, I don't understand where she gets off saying these things. She said on the show she's still insecure about her appearance. So what is she even talking about? My exact point. Child. She was the main person endorsing fillers at the table. Exactly. I'd be too busy enjoying Greece to think about Lisa. Same here. You know what, girl? Never mind. I'm not gonna say what I really want to say. I'm gonna keep that to myself. So anyhow, Angie they're walking around, and Angie is showing them the views of Santorini. Whitney's emotional. She's like, oh my gosh, it's so breathtaking. It's so gorgeous. And now we see Lisa is walking into town to join them shopping, right? So Angie's like, Heather is the friend that she wants to take on a trip. She values the moment. She's grateful. She takes it all in. That's what I wanted for Lisa. Quick sidebar, not to get off topic, but everybody does not have to experience a vacation in the same way that you do. Everybody's different, right? You have some people who like to sightsee. You have some people who like to just, be at the beach all day. Like, let people vacation how they want to vacation. Just because Lisa is not vacationing the way you want her to does not mean that she's not enjoying the trip. And no shade, but I don't want to be around the group 24/7, especially on a girls trip. I need some me time as well. So when Lisa said, you know what, I need that me time, I don't want to be up under them 24/7. I get that. That's why I kind of stopped with girls trips anyways, because it's always been some nonsense, but that's another video for another day. But it's like, people don't have to vacation how you vacation on a trip together. If this one wants to stay in the villa all day, let her. If she wants to be laid up on the beach all day, let her. If she wants to sightsee, let her. Why do you care? Again, every single moment, it felt like, was dedicated to Lisa, because you guys are supposed to be enjoying the views, but yet you're still finding time to talk about Lisa. I don't understand it. So anyhow, we see Bronwyn, Mary, and Meredith in one of the stores. They're doing some shopping. Mary's asking Meredith how she's doing, and Meredith says, yeah, I'm great. Like, I'm good. So Mary says, well, I feel like you and Heather have hit a rough spot. And Meredith says, you know what, girl, I don't even know anymore. I presume everything is fine. I did reach out to her last week to talk before the trip. She didn't call me back. So it is what it is. I said something to her earlier today, but she didn't want to, she kind of ignored me. If she's not trying to address it, then we can just move on. Like, I'm over it. I'm on Meredith's side when it comes to that, because I don't have the time to keep rehashing stale arguments. Like, I don't want to waste my energy talking about nonsense. I don't. So I was like, Meredith, I get it. I would be over it. I would be over it too. So Mary says, I think you both need to open up and be vulnerable. And now we cut back to Heather, Brittany, Angie, and Whitney at another store, and Lisa joins them. So they're like, did you see the sunset? Like, when did you get here? Did you see the views? Lisa says, yeah, I did see the sunset. I saw it all. I was taking pictures. Like, I had it was a nice walk. I walked all over. So now Angie's like, I can't figure Lisa out. What's more important, the glam and the material items or the friendships? Angie, what are you talking about? She's here on the trip having a good time. She's at the store with you now. What more do you want? She got glam. She was a bit late. It wasn't like you guys were at dinner already. You guys were just sightseeing and shopping. So what did she really miss out on? I'm confused. Like, you keep saying the same thing. I don't know what it's like. You won't be happy until she draws blood. Like, I really don't know what y'all want from her. Whatever she does is not good enough for y'all. It's weird. It's very strange. Yes, they are obsessed with punishing her. It's like, is everybody all right? So now Angie's like, I just can't understand that why she's 3 hours late and then being in sunglasses. It's just odd. Girl, it was still light outside when she left the house, when she left the villa to find you guys. She has the sunglasses on. Why do you care? Like, at the end of the day, we have to just be honest. Some things are not worth getting bent out of shape about. Her wearing her sunglasses is not affecting you. Angie, you know what? Let me just be, I feel like I'm a broken record because I keep saying the same thing. Y'all, I mean, baby, Miss Mamas has y'all bent. She has y'all pressed. Like, I am so sorry. She has y'all pressed because whatever she does, why is she wearing that? Why she say that? Why is she doing that? Why is she in glam? Why she have makeup? Why she have lipstick? Like, she can't win. It's a mess. The nitpicking is insane, for real. So now y'all are in the chat saying the sunglasses part was ridiculous. I mean, personally, you've never given a sunglasses at night vibe before. Like, sometimes you just want to wear your sunglasses at night, okay? Like, you know, let a hot girl live. It's giving, how dare you give me a birthday cake on my birthday? Exactly. Girl, like, it's like, come on, okay? Like, let a hot girl live, okay? Just live a little bit. It's okay, you know? You've never had a sunglasses at night moment. Like, you've never just pulled up with some sunglasses on and the sun's already down. Like, you've never had that moment ever. Like, not even one time in life. Like, just live a little bit, okay? Oh, okay. I got you. No, I meant Angie complaining about the sunglasses was ridiculous. Okay, got it. Yes, it was ridiculous. Sorry that I read your comment. I read it the wrong way. Yes, kind of baby doll. Exactly. So anyhow, so we see that Meredith. Oh, okay. So now they're at the restaurant and Meredith is giving Heather a gift. She's like, here, I want you to open this. It's for you. So we see that she bought like an evil eye necklace or bracelet for Heather as a peace offering. So Heather opens it up and Mary's like, it's a peace offering. And Heather's like, that's not going to work. Then she says, she's treating me like I'm a woman who's just been cheated on. Heather, what you're not going to do is accept that gift and then insult that lady at the same time. That's not how this works. If you're that upset, then give the gift back, I guess. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, oh my gosh, Heather, you really drove me insane in this episode. Like, where are the manners? I never heard Heather say thank you one time. She's just opening up saying, oh, that's not going to work. Girl, excuse me? Where's the thank you? That's all that was needed. That's all you should have said, period. Oh my, I was so annoyed. I was just so irritated. I said, girl, that you want to really piss me off. Play in my face if I bought you a gift. Like, that is just so rude to me. You don't do that. You don't do that. And at no point did you say thank you for that gift. And then had the nerve to put it around your neck and say that it was, it was cute, but I didn't hear a thank you for the gift. I just kept hearing you say, oh, well, it's not a peace offering. I don't accept it. But yet you're putting it around your neck. Girl, stop. So now, and even Meredith was like, I bought you a gift to be nice, but if you don't like it, then don't keep it. Like, girl, you can give it back to me if you don't like it, because I'm not going to sit here and have you play in my face like this, but yet still accept my gift. So Heather's like, no, I wasn't rejecting your gift. I was just saying, let's talk about it. So Meredith says, I was not looking to talk about this in front of the group. I wanted it to be you and I. I called you and I reached out to you again. I talked to you about this morning. So, like, I don't know why you want an audience. So Meredith says, Heather wants to start this with the group. She wants to bring this up in front of the group to rile people up and start on me again. And that's exactly what it is. Heather wants an audience because she wants a moment, because she's desperate for one. She is parched. So she says, it's clear that Heather has no respect for our friendship. And Meredith says, well, Heather, I don't want to address this as a group. And Meredith has every right to feel that way, because every conversation is not between the group. Sometimes it's one-on-one, period. So Heather says, you assassinated my character. Heather, words mean things. How did Meredith assassinate your character? I'll wait. And why are we still discussing a plane ride that happened over a month ago and footage that the viewers haven't seen? We should have been past this. We, as the audience, do not care. So she says that Meredith was dejecting their history and her loyalty to her as a friend. Meredith says, no, I did not. That's not true. So now Heather starts yelling. She's like, no, that's what happened. Again, Heather, who are you feeling like? Because when Heather started yelling, I would have said, Heather, it's going to be either you or I at this table. You're not going to start screaming. Heather has a bad habit of yelling at people, and it goes unchecked. And I've noticed that. Heather will scream and yell, but you can't scream and yell at her. I can't stand that. I really can't. And Heather, where was this smoke with Jen Shah? Jen Shah, before she even punched you, Jen Shah was over there calling you unattractive, called you Shrek, called you a loser to your face. She was screaming in your face, cursing at you. You didn't do anything. You didn't do Nathaniel. You sat there and took it. But now you want to scream and yell at Meredith? Again, who are you feeling like? Because I'm not understanding where you get off at yelling at somebody when you couldn't even defend yourself for 3 whole years with Jen Shah, and then allow her to punch you in the eye and cover up for her too. So stop. Yes, she is a Karen, very much so, very much. Child, listen, honey, lied on production. So for her to say that somebody assassinated her character is real funny. The audacity and the gall for her, of all people, to say that. A mess. Oh, yeah, she called her a Lego figurine. I remember that. She called her all sorts of names. Jen Shah's back for round 2 with Heather. Oh, yeah, she just got out of jail today. Yeah, Jen Shah is a free woman. Heather about to catch a fade from Jen now that she's free. That eye was blackened and shut. Listen, Heather couldn't even open the eye. It was like this. A mess. So now Meredith says, Meredith says, no, what I'm saying is my feelings were hurt. I apologize to you. You apologize to me. So I don't even understand why we're still talking about this. Heather goes on to say, I was very, very hurt by you calling me a liar. Heather, stop. At the end of the day, you have said and done much worse. You guys have all said and done a lot of stuff. Jen called you everything but a child of God, and you sat there and forgave her time and time again. So miss me with all this hurt and pain about being called a liar. Stop it. You just want a moment with Meredith. You want to embarrass Meredith, and it's not working. It's not landing, and we're not buying what you're selling us. So please stop. So now Lisa's like, look, we all make mistakes in friendships. You can't hold people to this crazy standard that you can't even hold yourself. And she's correct. She says, it's ridiculous that Heather plays Judge Judy in every situation. Why are you judging so harshly? So she says, why is it okay for Heather to express her feelings, but not Meredith? So now you have Lisa saying, I know how you feel, Meredith. And now you have Whitney saying, can Meredith please speak for herself? Why are you jumping in? Whitney, as many times as you jump in and interject, as many times as you make yourself a focal point of a conversation that has nothing to do with you, you have no right to tell Lisa to be quiet. Whitney is always inserting herself in other people's mess. Let Lisa do the same thing. So it's okay when you do it, but when somebody else does it, now it's a problem. And Whitney, the way you were grasping for a moment at this table too, those fake tears, I said, girl, if you don't stop it, it was embarrassing. I said, what are you even crying for? Nobody did anything to you. It was just so rehearsed. I said, you and your cousin are going out sad because the antics are tired. And it's embarrassing. I have never seen people so thirsty to have a moment. So now Heather says that she rode hard for Meredith since day one. When the whole TikTok got brought up, she was on her side. Then the next morning at breakfast, Meredith flipped out. She says, you freaked out about the TikTok when much bigger bombs have been placed in your lap and you've chosen to ignore them. But now you want to choose his TikTok to annihilate your friendship with me, Whitney, and Brittany. So now you have Lisa saying, but it's about her marriage, though. So now Heather says that Meredith is selective about what she's mad at. And Meredith says, I don't agree with you. She says, if you want to hold a grudge, Heather, then that's up to you. Like, I'm over this. So now Heather's like, how are you flipping this on me? I didn't do anything. So now Lisa says, Heather, I feel like you do things that are hurtful to me because I don't know why you do them because I don't do anything to you. She says, when you said what you said to me at Walters, I didn't do anything to you. I would never talk to you like that. And now Lisa starts crying. Lisa says, when you do stuff like that, it hurts my feelings. I feel like you do that for show to let the folks know that I'm going to treat Lisa like SHIT. I agree with that 100%. Heather has always been an obsessed fan when it comes to Lisa. And this season, she saw the chance to take her down. And Heather is a clear example of you can't befriend a fan. You can't befriend somebody who puts you on a pedestal. You can't. Heather is a clear example of that because look at what she's doing to Lisa. And her trying to embarrass Lisa at every turn in this season clearly shows that. And I was glad that Lisa said, you know what, girl, you have been doing that to me because you want to embarrass me. And you're doing it for a show. You're doing it to impress Angie and Whitney and whoever else who does not like me in this group. I was happy Lisa told her the truth. Like, girl, you keep doing it to me and I don't know why you're doing it. No, she does. And every time I say that, the folks get mad at me, but it's the absolute truth. She does. She has a sick obsession with her. Heather is a case study of why you cannot befriend somebody who has always put you on a pedestal. You can't do it. Because look what's happening now. It's crazy. Yes, look at what happened to Selena. Yolanda was president of her fan club. Heather is president of the Lisa fan club. Exactly. It's the truth. You have Lisa saying, look, Heather, it's hurtful because you say that things aren't right and nobody is the judge or the jury. So now you have Whitney chiming in and she says, we're all dancing around the major topic, and that is that we're all protecting something. We're all protecting something that happened on the plane. So now you have Whitney fake crying. I don't know why she was fake crying. It was weird. Like, what is there to cry about in this situation? Like, I guess. So now she says, we're all fighting because of the way you acted on that plane towards Brittany. Whitney, you guys are all fighting because you want to fight. You want to ice Lisa and Meredith out of the group. Let's stop. Also, how are you and Heather more upset about what happened on that plane than Brittany is? Isn't Brittany the victim? Didn't Brittany have to deal with Meredith and her abuse on the plane? So if Brittany was able to let this all go, how come you and Heather are still talking about it? That right there shows me that you guys are just grasping at straws, because I'm sorry, you can't be angrier than the person that it happened to. And y'all both looked foolish at this table, crying and yelling and harping on an old issue. And Brittany, this was the one time I wish that you had spoken up and said, guys, let's just dead this whole thing. I'm over it. You guys need to move on too. You can't be angrier than I am about it. It's ridiculous. Yes, she's such a copycat. I noticed that because Lisa started crying, then she started crying too. It's like, it's a sickness. It's a true sickness. It's sick. There's no other word for this. It's a true fixation on Lisa. She couldn't even get the tears out. I said, girl, you need help. You know, Brittany loves them arguing over her. Brittany looks so confused. Yes. Brittany looked like a damn ghost in this scene. The one time it's actually about Brittany, she doesn't tap her glass and say something. Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, it actually is all about Brittany this time, and now she's quiet. Isn't that funny how that works? Brittany has one thing on her mind, and that's dick. That's true. So what am I talking about? She's probably thinking about riding Jared while they were arguing about this. Lisa needs to remind Heather the way she gaslit her on the boat. Yes. That's why I'm just like, Heather has no right to talk about Meredith doing anything on that plane when she showed her entire behind on that yacht, because that was unforgivable. Okay. So anyhow, Brittany also confused. Meredith says, well, Whitney, we already talked about this. Me and Brittany are good. We spoke. We've worked it out. Brittany says, I just decided to move on. It's not about me anymore. But I do agree that Whitney and Heather do deserve an apology. I said, Brittany, this whole thing needs to die down. It's over and done with. And Whitney and Heather do not deserve apologies, in my opinion. I don't feel like they do. They just want attention. So now, Meredith makes a great point. No, Whitney says, Meredith, you messed up, and now we're all paying the effing price. How are y'all paying the effing price? She's already made up with Brittany, so how are you and Heather paying the price? You just want to have an issue. You just want to keep this going because you don't have anything to talk about besides Wild Rose folding. That's it. Heather has nothing to talk about, so she needs this as a storyline until episode 17 or 18, whenever the finale is. Child, exactly. What price? What price? What price? Like, please, what price? Somebody let me know. What price? If you know the price, let me know. So Meredith and I, girl, we see each other. She was like, since day one, Whitney has been the pot stirrer of this group. She's the cause of every problem, and she is. She projects everything she does on everybody else. We give her a pass because she's always on a healing journey. So now Whitney's like, I don't think that you have a problem. I think that you are the problem. Whitney, aren't you tired? Aren't you tired at always having to reach for a storyline? Nobody's fighting and arguing because of Meredith. Meredith is not the cause of the strife in this group. The cause of the strife in the group is you and your cousin Heather. You two are the main reasons why there is drama, chaos, confusion in this group. You guys are the cause. It's both of you guys. For you to say that it's Meredith, no, it's not. I said, you know what? And that's why I was really here for Meredith and how she handled herself at this table. Meredith did not give them the satisfaction, and I loved it. She sat there and paid them both dust at this table. She was just like, you know what? Are you done? She was just looking at them like, I'll wait. Like, are you done with this little, rant? Like, how much time do we have left? Like, is this it? Meredith did not give them the satisfaction. She wasn't screaming, didn't say a word. I was like, that is how you gag the girls. Because when you give folks your energy, you give them the satisfaction of you being upset. But when you're quiet and you pay them dust, people can't stand being ignored. And the way Meredith paid it, I was here for it. I said, Meredith, 8. Meredith was not amused. She wasn't mad, didn't curse, didn't open her mouth up one time. They wanted a reaction out of her so bad. She sat there just like this and gave them nothing. I said, exactly. Yes, honey, come get your baddie chain. She did that. That is how you conduct yourself in the face of foolishness. I said, Meredith, you did that. Yes, when you're calm, it throws people off and takes them off their game. Oh, and Whitney and Heather were so rattled, especially Heather. It's big Meredith, not the little one. Exactly. Oh, she was so calm. Honey, she ate down. She said, are you done? She said it with her eyes. She was looking at them like, are you done? She said, just like this. I said, Meredith, go. I was here. I loved every minute of it. So they're still going on and on and on. Meredith is paying them dust. And now Meredith says everybody at this table has done much worse. And now Meredith gets up to leave. So Lisa gets up with her. They walk away. And now you have Heather saying, obviously, I'm in trouble for saying something. I'm going to end up apologizing again for having an opinion. No, girl, this is not about having an opinion. This is about being... you know what? I don't want to curse today, but I have a word in mind. You can guess it in the chat, but it's not about you having an opinion. What you're doing is evil. What you and Whitney are doing is messed up and it's not right. And Meredith said, I'm going to give you guys my behind to kiss. I'm not going to give you guys the satisfaction of getting me out of character. I'm over this. For you to be upset that she walked away to protect her peace says more about you than it does her. Meredith had every right to get up because I would have done the same thing too. I'm not going to have dinner in contention and strife. I would have paid you dust a long time ago. Honestly and truthfully, Heather, when you started yelling, I would have gotten up and left right then and there. So be happy that Meredith actually stayed for that whole entire tirade that you were doing, because I was a girl, you know what? It was nice talking to you, and I would have gone somewhere else to eat. You're lucky that she sat that long, because I would have left a long time ago, like I said. Heather, girl, I don't know what's going on, but you are clicking down. You really are. I think that being the fan favorite really went to your head. And then your moment in the season 4 finale, you are still living off of that moment. And now you just can't get your mind right. But Miss Mamas, I'm here to tell you, these are the antics that can bring any housewife down. It's easy to go from fan favorite to the villain. And a lot of the fans are not feeling you right now, Heather. So I'm just saying, keep this up. And season 7, 8, and 9, it's going to be a rough road for you. We don't want to see this. We don't. Yes, very much one trick pony. Exactly. No. Oh, no. Remember season 1? Season 1 when she was made fan favorite. And then season 4 with the whole Monica mess at that finale, she became fan favorite and icon all because of that moment. And then when Kevin Hart reenacted that moment on Watch What Happens Live, she really was over the moon with that, honey. So she's been riding that for a long time. But yeah, season 1 being fan favorite really went to her head. And she's just really been on one since then. Yeah, oh yeah, they made her fan favorite season 1. And it's gone to her head ever since. You said, Kevin Hart, you will pay for your sins. No, I know. And when he reenacted it, I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to keep hearing about this until season 10. I was just like, oh my gosh, like, Lord have mercy. Heather is going to be unbearable And she's not been able to come back down ever since that moment. So now there, Heather goes on to say that she values friendship over everything, and now she feels worse than when she sat down for dinner. Well, that's what you get. You started this whole entire thing. You guys could have had a nice dinner and you ruined it for yourself. You came in there trying to be mean. You came in there trying to have a moment and embarrass Meredith. It backfired. Now you have egg on your face and now you feel bad? Girl, stop. You're not the victim here. This whole thing should have been deaded when you guys had that brunch at Walter's. We should not still be talking about this plane incident for 5 episodes straight. Let it go. You brought this on yourself, Heather. And I'm glad that Meredith embarrassed your behind and paid you dust. It's what you get. And the thing with you is you're upset that Meredith disengages because had it been Lisa, Lisa would have given you a reaction. She would have been cursing at you and you like that. You get off on that. But the fact that Meredith paid you dust, you can't handle that. But Meredith did it the right way. I was here for it. So, we end the episode with Heather saying that it makes her feel bad to be reminded of where she ranks in importance. Again, Heather, you are not a victim. You got what you deserved at that dinner table. You got what you deserved because you sat up there cursing and hollering and yelling. It didn't warrant all that. Meredith told you, let's have this private conversation in private. Also, Meredith called you a week before the trip to talk about things and sort things out, and you didn't want to. You wanted to have this conversation on camera to embarrass her, but your plan failed. And now here you are sitting here looking stupid. But again, Heather, I don't feel any ways about Meredith making you look foolish. It's what you deserve. But Heather, I'm telling you right now, if you keep going down this path, it's going to be a rough road. You're about to turn off all of the viewers. Because nobody wants to see this. Nobody. Yes, she tried to show out. She sure did, and it backfired. She tried to show out and got embarrassed. Are they trying to ice Meredith out? Yes, they're trying to ice her out and Lisa out, and it's not working. Yes, girl, a victim mindset. My God, I'm glad Meredith gave her nothing. Child, listen, honey. Meredith, honey, she's been listening because she said, I'm not giving you anything today. She just sat there. I mean, did not break a sweat, didn't curse, didn't yell. She said, nope, I'm not going to do it this time. She sat there just like this. I said, come through, Meredith. That was perfection. That was perfection. Hey, Jamila. Oh, okay, guys, I'm going to read the super chats now because I'm going to get caught up. I know I missed a lot during the recap. So I read the first 4 super chats. Let me read the rest. All right. Hey, Devonta Franklin. Thank you for the super chat. Brooke, you better read Bad Weather down. Well, I hope I did it justice. I hope that you were pleased with my readings of Whitney and Heather because I am tired. Hey, Housewives lover, thank you for the super chat. These girls fear Mrs. Mary Cosby. They do, because Mary gets away with a lot on this show. If Mary were on another franchise, I don't think that she would be able to say what she says without them getting on her. But here on SLC, they don't challenge Mary like that. Because again, I feel like Mary gets away with a lot on Salt Lake City. Hey, my mind to you. Thank you for the super chat. Heather spending $6,000 just to annoy Lisa is sad. It is sad. It is sad. Everything is about Lisa. Because I can't imagine buying my Cartier piece thinking about somebody else. Like, that's very sad. Hey, Bio Miss Flores. Thank you for the super chat. Brooke, I will always remember how you showed how Heather was so in love with Lisa seasons ago, but now is doing this. Yes. Never trust someone who is obsessively in love with you in a short time. No, it's true. It's so true. That is very true, especially when it comes to friendships. If somebody's too interested, if somebody's like too eager to be your friend, if they have you on some weird pedestal, you better run away. You better, because it's going to end up in disaster. You cannot be friends with somebody who views you as higher than them. You can't. We could do a whole video on that alone, but you cannot. That's a recipe for disaster. Hey, Jamie Tynan, thank you for the super chat. Heather desperately wants to be the queen of SLC and she falls completely flat. Well, you know what it is? She thought that she was on her way to be the queen when she had her moment in season 4. Their whole receipts, timeline, proof, screenshots, she just knew that was going to catapult her to legendary status. Hey, Quinn Kennedy, thank you for the super chat. That Ozempic must have melted some of Heather's brain cells in shame. Embarrassing. I know. Because for her to say that somebody else is insecure about their appearance, the jokes write themselves. Hey, Rosa. Hey, Rosa Budry, thank you for the super chat. I feel that Lisa and Angie arguing is more at the hurt that they have from 15 years of friendship. It's not about money. That's also very true, too. There definitely is a deeper hurt with them, especially, I feel, on Angie's part. Hey, Housewives lover, thank you for the super chat. My next trip is Greece. Stunning. Oh, nice. Have a good time. Hey, sweet honey X, thank you for the super chat. Heather treats her storyline like the movie plot in Mean Girls, and it's annoying. Very much so. No, SLC really is the definition of Mean Girls, for real. SLC and Potomac, very much, yes. And Beverly Hills, very much so. Like Sutton trying to be with the Fox Force 5, the girls with Giselle, the girls and Lisa Barlow and SLC. Oh, very much so. Very much. The parallels are insane. Hey, Steph J, thank you for the super chat. Healing journey. Yes, we know that she loves her feelings and her healing journey. Hey, sweet honey X, thank you for the super chat. Brooke, you have to admit that Lisa is holding up the group from being punctual. Yeah, she is. But I guess with Lisa, though, she lets it be known that she is going to be late. Like, she is going to do her glam, and she will say, don't wait on me. I'm going to be late. I'm going to meet you guys there. So respect to her to be like, listen, don't wait on me. I'll meet you guys there. Because you have some people who, they won't say that. They'll be like, no, wait for me. And it make you miss everything. But at least Lisa will say, you know what? You guys going without me. I'll meet you guys there. So props to her for that. Hey, Bio Miss Flores. Thank you for the super chat. Heather, your face is a scream mask. Now hush. Oh, damn. Oh, y'all are reading today. Not the scream mask. Damn. You said Lisa Barlow's late, Lisa Hochstein's late. It's a Lisa thing. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, both Lisas are super late. That's very true. Beverly Hills is Mean Girls down, chapter and verse. Yes. Yes, but Lisa could be on time and they'd say, why are you so early? Exactly. Yes. No, Lisa can't win. Lisa can't win with the girls because they would say that. They are determined to be contrarians when it comes to her. Whatever she says or does, they're going to be on the opposite end. If she's on time, they're going to be mad about that. If she's late, they're going to be mad about that. No, it's very true. Oh my gosh. All this, and Lisa is still first seat at the reunion. When I tell you, I got my entire life when I said, and see that they tried to ice her out. And who's first chair? Who's first chair? Heather, your plan did not work. I said, Lisa's first chair, and I'm vindicated. I said, honey, Lisa is first chair, and I'm sitting up here vindicated, okay? Meredith should be first. When will Meredith get first chair, child? Meredith always rotates between second or third chair. Yes, honey, cheers to that. Who else is first chair besides Lisa? Bronwyn is first chair. It's her and, yeah, right? It's Bronwyn? It's Bronwyn's first chair too. And then Heather is second chair. Child, y'all have me screaming about Heather in this chat. Do y'all see this? Y'all have me yelling, okay? Okay, yes, Bronwyn and Lisa. I guess they're gonna they want to know about Bronwyn and all these lies and this open marriage and those arrests. I guess that's why she's first chair. You said Bronwyn earned that. Who paid production? Angie's last again. Well, yeah, Angie deserves last chair this time around. Angie hasn't brought a whole lot. Angie did not bring a whole lot this season. I'm so sorry. I know the girls are going to be mad at me, but Angie did not bring a whole lot this season, honey. I'm sorry. It's okay. Feel free to be mad at me, but she did not bring a whole lot. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm telling the truth. Angie was first chair last season. Yes. Okay, she deserved that. She went right back to bench warming. I feel like Whitney has been last every single season. Whitney was last season 4. No. Whitney was last in season 3 too, wasn't she? Whitney's always been last, I believe. All 5 seasons. Whitney and Brittany are appropriately falling off the couch. Wait, season 3, Whitney was first? Oh, you know what? That makes sense. Whitney was, okay, yes, because Jen was in jail and they had cut the season short. The season was only 13 episodes and there was not much going on. Yes, so she got that first chair on a technicality. That was a pity first seat because season 3 was abysmal. Yeah, Mary wasn't there. It was only 4 of them at that reunion. So yeah, of course she got that. Yes, Whitney is the least valuable player. Whitney only got first because Jen wasn't there. Yeah, Jen and Mary weren't there for season 3. So it was a cast of 4 people at that reunion. It was only Lisa, Heather, Whitney, and Meredith. And then Angie Harrington and Angie K came out as friends for like 5 minutes, and that was it. The season 3 reunion was horrible. You didn't miss anything. I mean, that season was horrible. It was only 13 episodes. That's how bad it was. Whitney's definition of yes, girl, give us nothing. Yes. Oh, you said season 3 is better than this season? You think so? No, season 3 was horrible. And then Heather lying about the whole black eye saga. Like, no, as slow and as stale as this season is, it's still better than season 3, in my opinion. And season 3, we didn't have Mary season 3. That's why it was so bad. Yeah, this season is wearing me out, but season 3 was horrid. Yes. No, ma'am. Season 3 is forgettable. Yes, they were almost canceled. That's how bad. They were almost canceled because of season 3. They were almost canceled, honey. It was horrible. The ratings were horrible. The ratings were in the toilet. They were getting like 100,000 people every week. It was horrible. Andy cut out a whole part of the reunion. It was supposed to be 3 parts, and he was like, oh no. He saw the backlash, only made it 2 parts. Yeah, season 3 was in cancellation territory. They need to thank God that they are still on the air, because yeah, they were almost canceled. Oh yeah. Season 3 was giving Roni this last season. Yes, it was. I only came back from... No, the season with Jenny was season 2 because Mary was still on there. They have friction. Yep. And so it was like the fallout. People were angry. Yes, because the viewership went down because Mary quit the show due to Jenny's racism. And then, so all the Black viewers dropped SLC. Then you have Jen going to jail. The season being cut short to only 13 episodes. There was no storyline. Nothing was happening. So yeah, they were in cancellation territory. Mary low-key saved the show. And one thing about it, Bravo, you need to really put some respect on your Black viewers because we bring a lot of the numbers. We need to have a conversation, Bravo. Let's have it. We need to have a real conversation because, just saying, because when Mary left the show, it was only 2 Black folks watching, and that was me and Kempire, because nobody was watching. Nobody. The ratings were horrible. Season 3. Like, I'm in shock that you guys brought them back. Because you guys are notorious for canceling a show after 3 seasons if it's not doing well. So, yes, honey. No, it's true. That black equity, no, it's very true. Season 3 was horrible. Monica revived it in season 4. Yes, Monica and then Mary coming back in season 4 did revive it. No, it's very true. It's very true. Yes, Beverly Hills, the ratings are down because of Garcelle. Yes, no, it's very true. Even though Black people were watching Beverly Hills, I'm a day one Beverly Hills watcher, but the Black viewership went all the way up when Garcelle joined the show. That's for sure. And now the ratings are they're just okay. They're not that good. They're very much down though. Oh, agreed. Absolutely. No, absolutely. The Black viewership in Bravo it's substantial. And that's why it's upsetting when I see, very few of us at BravoCon or events, you know what I'm saying? Or, us being on shows, it's like put some respect because we show out. Chicago should not be flour and eggs. No, I think that if it's not going to be a mixed cast, they should not even touch Chicago. They shouldn't. They should leave Chicago alone. If the rumors are true about that cast that I saw filming for Chicago, they need to leave it alone. Because Chicago is too diverse for it to not have any Black women on that cast. Oh, absolutely. That's why I'm not mad at the money that Portia demands. Yeah, no. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. It's also in the suburbs and not the city. Yeah, it's in, they all live in Winnetka. They all live in the North Shore suburbs. So I'm like, huh? Like, it should be River North, Gold Coast, Lakeview, South Loop, West Loop. Why are we filming in the Why are we filming in the North Shore suburbs? Shout out to all my Chicago subscribers. Love y'all down, honey. Oh, y'all know I lived in Chicago. So listen, I consider myself an honorary Chicagoan, honey. I love Chicago so much. Love y'all down. Yeah, just delete Chicago if it's not right. Yeah, Chicago is too diverse for that. Yes, that's what I'm saying. There should be Middle Eastern women in Chicago if they're gonna do Chicago. Like the cast, from what I saw clips of them filming for Chicago allegedly over the summer, and all of the women, not one chocolate chip in the cookie. I'm just like, this makes no sense. So, oh, absolutely. 100%. Like, there's a lot of wealth, a lot of wealthy Middle Eastern women in Chicago. Oh, absolutely. There needs to be, it needs to be diverse. There needs to be some diversity on Chicago. I think that they are shooting themselves in the foot because they're shooting themselves in the foot. Like, Bravo, I know y'all watch. If you are seriously thinking about Chicago, you need to do it right. Don't sit up here and play any games. I promise you, they will be a one and done. Don't embarrass yourselves. Don't spend money in embarrassing yourselves in a new franchise for it to flop. You're not gonna have anybody watching if it's all in the North Shore suburbs. I'm telling you right now. It needs to be very diverse for Chicago. Oh, absolutely. They should recast Beverly Hills. Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yes. Stop. Beverly Hills should be more diverse because you have absolutely very wealthy. Child, honey, listen. There's a Housewives of Chicago. Allegedly, they're test filming a cast for Chicago, allegedly. Like, I saw clips of them filming with the cast. And I looked at the cast and I said, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. Child. In Chicago, it should be Black, Italian, Middle Eastern, Asian. Apps 100%. And the money is real long in Chicago too. Ask me how I know. That money is real long. So they're doing themselves a grave injustice if it's all for Chicago. Because that's one city where you have the money is real long. Okay. Okay. Coined up. All right. Oh yeah, Chicago is fabulous. Brooke, have you seen Real Housewives of London? No, I've not. I'm sorry. I have not yet. I've just been so busy. I have not. I promise I will peep at it. Give me like we have the time off between New Year's and Christmas. Like, you know how they don't do the shows anymore? Like, we have that 2-week break between the shows. So I can catch up on other shows when I'm not watching Bravo, and I will catch up and I will check out London. I got you. I heard it was great. Will anyone actually be watching Rhode Island when it comes out? I'll take a look at Rhode Island. I'll take a look at it. London wasn't all that. That 2-week break annoys me so bad. I mean, listen, no, for us content creators though, like, I enjoy the 2-week break. Like, it's nice just to like rest and like not have to, you know what I'm saying? Just to, just rest for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We deserve a good new franchise. They need to do it right. Oh, they do. I'm just saying right now though, they need to leave Chicago alone. If it's not going to be, they need to leave it alone. Leave it alone. Because there's some real wealth in Chicago, and real wealth from a whole lot of races. Okay, you have Black folks doing well, Middle Eastern, money, coined up. What? Stop. Ask me how I know. Like, again, I had a great time in Chicago. I will go back in a heartbeat. Folks got money. I enjoy London more than the current SLC. You said Rhode Island's already lacking in diversity, but I'm going to give it a chance. Oh, I liked Real Housewives of London until they were saying negative things about Meghan. Oh, they were? Oh, see, that's going to piss me off. Yeah, everybody on Rhode Island looks just like Dolores. Because like Dolores is like a friend of the show. She's a friend of on Rhode Island. So we're going to see Dolores. And then the girl that she's best friends with looks just like her. And then the other girl looks just like her, who looks just like Dolores. Like they all look exactly the same. Like they all look like they could be sisters or cousins. I'm like, are you guys all related? Like they all look like same face. I mean, that one woman looks just like Dolores. Like I thought they were twins. When they're in that one scene in the trailer and they're at a restaurant and they're sitting right next to each other, I was like, wait, Dolores, is that your sister? They look just alike. They look and sound the same. Yes. Child, listen. I have the same questions and thoughts about it too. Okay. Because there are Black people in Rhode Island too. May not be a whole lot, but I know that there's a few. Who asked for more Dolores? Please be serious. I remember one girl who was a bachelorette. You said you got dizzy. No one wanted more Dolores. Child. I heard Sydney and Melbourne were wild. The international housewives are wild. I can see that. Y'all have me screaming. You said it's like when they do color matches of the same 10 shades. Claudia Jordan is from Rhode Island, but she doesn't live there anymore though, right? She lives in Dallas now, I believe, or LA. So I guess that wouldn't work. I mean, maybe it could. Maybe she could just fly in for 3 months and just, but yeah, no, she is from, you're right. She is from Rhode Island. Okay, she's in Dallas. Thank you. Dolores has the best moments on NYC. I mean, Dolores is Black Dolores. Housewives of Lagos is lit. I need to check them out. I don't really watch the international Housewives. I watched one, was it Durban, where the wife of this famous like gospel singer, or he was a singer, and then the other housewife was his mistress, and the husband was dead, and now both of the housewives are trying to be friends. Like I watched a few episodes of that, and then I like gave up. But yeah, I thought that was really wild. Like, wait, what? Am I getting it right? It was the wife and the side chick, correct? No? Oh, they had a mother and daughter housewife of Johannesburg. Think Candace and Dorothy on the same cast. Oh, wow. Claudia interviewed for Housewives of Dallas. She turned it down, scheduling conflicts with another job. Yeah, it was very much Sister Wives. I used to watch Cheshire and Melbourne. Durban was wild. That's giving Mary and Grandpa level crazy. There are just so many housewives. You said, oh, please, Claudia. You're not buying it that Claudia turned them down? This side chick wanted the wife to pay the damages of the child. So trifling. Are you serious? Why should she pay the damages? She chose to be the side chick. She owes the wife damages. What is she talking about? I watched an early season of Melbourne. They were crazy. I loved it. Kay's mom needs to be a housewife. You said Claudia is lying. Yes. No. Claudia is somebody who, she's here for any single check. Like, she will do anything for $1. She will do Tubi, YouTube, podcast. She's doing anything for a piece of a coin. Radio. Mama does not discriminate. She was doing Deal or No Deal. She's been on every little show you can imagine. So yeah, I don't really believe that she would turn down Housewives, especially since she was upset that she wasn't asked back for Atlanta. So I feel like, yeah, you're right. I don't know if I believe that she turned it down, because that Housewives check is good money, and Claudia loves $1. So yeah, she would do Zeus Baddies. So she sure would. Claudia is to be famous. Claudia's like Rena with the diaper commercials. Yes, honey. No. She loves her $1. She's the first one to tell you that she will take a job for some money. Wait, she's on Love and Hip Hop Miami? Doing what? Why is Claudia on Love and Hip Hop Miami? You gonna cancel Housewives over Zeus? Yeah, see, I don't know if I buy that. She values $1. Oh, she absolutely does. Oh, she did that show with the next, she did that one show with Tiffany New York Pollard and Laura Govan. It was called like The Next 15. Remember that show? Carlos King produced it. She's done so many F-list reality TV shows. I don't know if I believe that she would turn down Housewives of Dallas. You said she's getting worn out in this chat. I mean, I wouldn't say it's worn out. I think that we're all just skeptical of somebody like Claudia saying that she would turn down a huge gig. I mean, Housewives is still the creme de la creme in the reality TV world. I mean, the money is still the best, the exposure, the notoriety, the fame that comes with it. I don't see her turning that down. And the fact that she does love a good check. She'll be the first one to tell you that she's not turning down a check. She'll do anything for a check. She did Deal or No Deal Island a few last year. So it's like, come on. No one turns down Housewives for Love and Hip Hop. Yeah. And then finding out that she's Love and Hip Hop Miami, I'm like surprised. What is she doing on Love and Hip Hop Miami? Hi, Crystal Jewel. Thank you for the super chat. Oh my gosh, Heather is disgusting. She's scared now. Jen, she is out, but I love your commentary. Thank you so much, Crystal. Thank you. Michael, I think that's his name. What distinguishable talent does she truly have? No, that's very true. Claudia say turning down the best gigs and hopping and skipping over to a Tubi movie feature with Erica Mena. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's true. It really is true of why a lot of them go nuts when they're fired, because you make amazing money. You know, if you become one of Andy's favorites, if you become a fan favorite, you can make 7 figures. And then endorsements, get a Wendy's endorsement, a Wayfair endorsement. That's good money. Club walkthroughs, appearances. You can easily make 7 to 8 figures. Stop. Like that. You can't, I mean, it's a once in a lifetime gig. I mean, the money is so good. Bravo does pay the best. Like even for the lower tiered shows on Bravo, they still make more than the people who are on other networks. She's a friend on Love and Hip Hop. What is she day rate? Jeez. You said that Bravo money ain't nothing to play with. No, it's true. The money is real good. Wait, Michael Blackston? He's on Love and Hip Hop Miami? Claudia is good at hosting. Not everyone can speak well and hold interesting discussion, and she can. Yeah, that is very true. Designers want to dress you. Yeah, that Bravo check's nothing to play with. It's true. Yes, Kerastase. Yeah, Lisa has a Kerastase endorsement. Yeah, I mean, that money is too good. Lisa also has a Diet Coke endorsement. Lisa and Meredith both have the Lexus endorsement. I mean, come on. You have Lexus. Stop it. A luxury car in your driveway for free, and you get that check. Bravo, that Bravo coin is good. He's on there? Isn't he a successful comedian? Why is he on Love and Hip Hop Miami? Things must be really tough if he's on Love and Hip Hop Miami. He's having another baby on his wife. He's pathetic. He's so pathetic. Heather has a new mattress. It's true. Heather has the Wayfair endorsement. She sure does. Well, no, I'm asking you. I'm like, is he successful? Like, isn't he supposed to be a successful comedian? Yes, he is. He's very much so a troll. Times are tough. No, that's very... They sure must be tough, because that's very sad. Mona is, and listen, Mona is a cheapskate. Mona is cheap. The only people who got paid well were Jocelyn, Mimi, Stevie J, and I guess Scrappy. Mona is very cheap. And who was it who was on Love and Hip Hop New York? This was during the height of the Peter Guns, Amina and Tara love triangle. What was her name? Y'all remember Johnny Blaze and Daryl Strawberry's daughter, who joined that season with Peter Guns and Tara and Amina? Johnny Blaze, and I believe the other one, the Daryl Strawberry's daughter, they said that Mona did not pay them for that season. That's really messed up. And like, they needed the money. I could not imagine going on a show and not getting paid. Like, there's just no way. And they were both fighting on the show. The other one was cheating with Cisco, being a side chick. It's like, girl, you embarrass yourself for nothing. Mona, yes. No, Mona gives very much, oh, absolutely. She's always reminded me of him in that, oh, she does not like to pay people. A mess. I have no respect for people like that. Like, I don't understand how you get off on not wanting to pay your talent. These folks are making you millions of dollars a year, and you're low-key exploiting people and their situations for entertainment, but you won't pay them? It's evil. Mimi said, for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, she made less money. Oh, wow. That's very sad. Yes, very much so. Very much so. They all need to stop going back. I feel like the only people getting paid well, Rashida and Kirk, Scrappy and Bambi. Yeah. I remember Jocelyn said that her and Stevie were getting paid $100,000 an episode. So I guess Mona felt like, well, okay, they're going to be the highest paid and everybody else gets pennies. But on Love and Hip Hop New York, she wasn't paying them hardly anything, though, because even Peter Guns and Tara and Amina, they still weren't getting paid that well. They were only getting paid $10,000 an episode for all that mess. And I'm not trying to be funny, but that whole love triangle, desperado nonsense, that really did carry Love and Hip Hop New York for quite some time. So in my opinion, they should have been paid more than that. They were still living, pretty, I'm not being mean, but they weren't living that lavish for all that time that they spent on that show. Yeah, revenge pregnancies. No, they really carried. To only get 10 grand an episode, they deserved at least 50 grand an episode for all that nonsense. I mean, Tara and Amina were going through it with their nonsense and desperation. And it's so sad. Amina's now crying in present day about being homeless. But you know what? I don't want to be mean, but I don't have sympathy. Why would you go after a man who already had 10 kids with 10 other women? You brought that on yourself. So, Amina played a very stupid game and won. And, Amina was very foolish. They were both very desperate, but I feel like Amina might have been even more desperate than Tara. Because why would you willingly open yourself up to this kind of terrible life now? Now, and Peter's still broke. So it's like, what was the point of even going on the show? He's still broke now. It's very sad. To be the 11th baby mama. It's terrible. That love triangle pissed me off too. I was in middle school watching that mess. No, it's true. Yes, she was on Instagram Live either last year or maybe a few months ago, crying about how she's back in Germany because she is homeless. She had to go back to Germany to live with her mom and her sisters because, in America, she was homeless. Just a mess. Peter's broke, still broke. It's very sad. You said the 11th anything. I don't even want to be the 11th in line at Chipotle. Yes, she had to move back to Germany and got online to tell us. Yes. Yes, Cardi read him down. She read him for Phil. She thought she was going to be the one to make Peter break the generational curse. Huh? Wait a second. Hold on. A man with 10 children with 7 different women. How do you think you're going to break that generational curse? I'm not trying to be funny, but that curse ain't going nowhere. Amina is a definition of what desperation for a man will do. She had no business giving her youth to a man who had nothing to offer. Peter was living in a basement apartment with his baby mother, Tara, who already had 2 kids with her. She was paying the bill. She was paying the rent on that basement apartment. That man had nothing to offer her but an old leathery dick, and a wayward dick at that. I don't know how in her right mind she thought that she was breaking anything. She played a very stupid game. I just, stuff like, y'all know how I feel about desperation. I can't stand it. That love triangle is the epitome. That was one of the first acts of desperation on television. That, and between that love triangle and Chrissy getting down on bended knee to propose to Jim Jones, that will always make me physically ill. I get so irate talking about it. I really do. I really do. Honey, yes, he made new curses. You said if y'all can see the look of confusion and disgust on my face, y'all be laughing your asses off. And then I remember at the height of all this going on, somebody on Twitter caught the three of them down. You know what? I'm not even going to say it. Baby, a mess. I'm just a hot mess. Again, Mona was paying them in pennies. And these women were very foolish. Just... Oh my gosh. No, this isn't funny. This isn't funny because you have innocent children being brought into this mess and their quality of life is affected. It's very sad. Yes. Wait. No, I'm so mad that you said it in the chat. No, I wasn't trying to be funny, but somebody on Twitter saw them and took a picture of them sitting there. And they said, what a shame that this is happening when you're on a show, all your business is out on the streets and Mona's not paying you guys anything. So a mess. Oh gosh. Mona was dirty for that. Oh, she sure was. Yes. When they were all on that mattress, they were all on that air mattress together. That was gutter pour. Baby, they were all laid on that air mattress. I remember that. He moved them to that apartment. I remember that. Who said gas station money? Yes. No. With his dirty feet. Remember that? He had the dirt all over his feet. It was disgusting. And then the sad part was, yes, dirty feet Pete. Yes. Oh my gosh. You said Mona was... Not you put the footsteps. Oh my gosh. And remember when remember when they were all off of their storyline had finally run dry and Peter ended up being the host of Cheaters. And they were asking him on like an interview. He did like some, you know, those interviews like a Vlad TV or something like that. He was on a podcast and they were like, oh, you're the new host of Cheaters. How fitting for you. You know, is this helping with your money? Baby, he was the host of Cheaters, still broke. A mess. And then now that he's now no longer the host of, is Cheaters still on or is it just reruns now? But it's a hot mess. I said, what a shame. What a shame. You brought 11 kids into this world. No, 12 kids into this world and cannot provide for any one of them. That is shameful. It's a mess. A mess. But these women foolish for even messing with this man. A mess. Honey, you said, oh, you said Peter came to your dental office back in 2000. I believe it, baby. Let me just tell you. Oh, if you have any tea, let us hear it. Come on, friend. Give us the tea in this chat. You said Moan is. Oh, no. You guys are on one tonight. Oh, my gosh. You said you've been listening from the sidelines. I had to slide in and say, y'all have me rolling on the floor. That should be a crime. Wasn't he on Love and Marriage too? No, he was on Marriage Boot Camp. Him and Amina went on Marriage Boot Camp. He needed that 10 grand because We TV doesn't pay hardly. He needed that 10 grand for those 2 weeks. So he was on there, and you know that money was already spent up. Child. You said no damn molars on the upper right, honey. Oh, that's a mess. And that tooth that needed to come out. Damn. Oh my gosh. I'm not surprised to hear that. Damn, he was all messed up. My gosh. No molars, no morals, just an embarrassment. We TV pays in gift cards and Subway sandwiches. He never came back. They were on Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion. Oh, really? Oh, so Mona probably paid him $2,500 for that. Yes, he has no business or money to even cheat. Exactly. Goodness. Damn. Not you singing the theme song. I'm screaming. Oh, gosh. No molars, no money, and dirty feet. Child, a mess. Yeah, but I don't even know how we got onto this, but I have to say, I love how we just segue into other things. But before I let you guys go, did you see the news about Cher? Cher is going to marry Amber Rose's baby's father. He's 40 years younger than her. She's 80 and he's 39. And no prenup. Cher is worth $400 million. Amber Rose's baby's father he's worth maybe $2 million, if that. He hasn't had a job since he left Amber Rose. It just really breaks my heart. I get so emotional when I hear that we have old women now being desperate. No, she really is. She really is. I have no words. I'm speechless. I am speechless. You said I saw that, honey. You said, child, he's from Oakland. Yeah, his name is like AD or something like that. It's ridiculous. No, not Wiz Khalifa, her other baby's father. That's the new Todd. What the hell is going on? Her money is older than and longer than him. Exactly. Give that money to her family. Exactly. No prenup, just dumb for fun. He got access to the money now, child. Imagine Cher being your stepmom, though. That's T for Sebastian. I'm screaming. Oh my gosh, that has to be fake. No, it's not fake. They're getting married soon, she said. I think before the new year. Oh, okay. His name is AE. He's from Vallejo, not Oakland. Okay, thank you. Sebastian is Amber Rose's and AE's son together. Right? Or is that the kid, or is that the son that she has with Wiz Khalifa? Well, no, that wouldn't be the son that she has with Wiz Khalifa. Cher would not be his stepmom. It would be the stepmom she's gonna be the stepmom to the kid that she has with AE. Okay, yeah, Sebastian is Wiz's son. Thank you. Okay, yes, that's what I thought. Thank you. So yeah, it's gonna be the other kid's stepmother, not Sebastian's. Yeah, Cher will be auntie. Yeah, Cher will be aunt. She'll be auntie Cher. The son with AE is named Slash. Oh, okay. Where are Cher's children? Step in. Child, who knows? Did you see? This reminds me of that other story that came that I saw a few months ago. There's a very old woman. She made the news. She's like in her 80s. She's on her deathbed. She has 5 kids, mind you. She has, her pension, money in the bank. She has a life insurance policy. Do you know she fell in love with, it's unrequited love, of course. Like, let me just put that out there. She fell in love with the handsome nurse who was, helping her. She's almost 90 years old. The nurse is in his 20s, early 30s, very handsome. She proposed to him on her deathbed, and she's giving him all of her money and not her kids or her grandchildren. Do you see how, you don't understand? Desperation is so crazy. It's insanity. She knows this man does not want her. This is craziness. Just a mess. Just a real mess. Cher's children has been trying to stop this, especially Sonny's child. Just don't want to be alone. Yes, you're too old to be going out a desperado. Exactly. You said that's elder abuse. She's not a sound mind to make the decision. No, she's saying that it's not elder abuse. She's saying that she wants to, and she wants this man. She says she wants to go out happy, and she doesn't care. It's very sad. You said I would lay over my mama and say over my dead body. Oh my gosh, Cher took this too damn far. Me and my siblings would have to find him. It is very sad. It's very sad. Cher ticked me off for the night. Cher don't want to be saved, child. It's a mess. What can you do? That needs to be diagnosed. Girl, get up. No, I'm telling you, being a desperado on your deathbed is crazy. I agree. You said if grandma did that, I'd say like hell you are. He took a play of the Anna Nicole Smith playbook. Just screw him like Madonna. The men do it all the time. She can have a boyfriend. Why go out? Why a husband? Just a mess. Hey, what can we do? What can we do? I really hope that Cher's children, Cher has 2 kids, right? But I hope that her children receive their inheritance. I hope that AE doesn't get all of it because there's no prenup. This is a hot mess. Yeah, they've been dating for 3 years. You said your mom was on some desperado nonsense years ago. I put a stop to it immediately. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. I'm glad she listened to you. I'm glad you stepped in and please know it's these stories about mothers being desperados just break my heart. It's sad. Literally going out sad. No, it's true. She's not on good terms with one of her kids. I was hoping they would have broken up by now. Oh, she tried to get one of her sons in a conservatorship. She don't care. Oh no. My grandma did that, clown. She married a 35-year-old dingbat after my grandfather passed. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my gosh, are you serious? No, she did not. Are you serious? Oh my Lord, this is terrible. Are they still married? Did she have a prenup? Oh my gosh. You know what I'm thinking in my head, right? You know what I'm thinking. That's horrible. Child. No, a mess. It's no, I know I say that all the time. I feel like that should be like the title of one of the videos one day, a mess. Like I feel like we say that all the time on here. No, my heart is breaking. It is breaking. No, for real. No, it's very true. When I tell you I will pass away single before pulling these stunts and shows, no, it's true. The girls have lost their minds. Saw a girl pay for a man's clothes yesterday at work. She was so young. That's where it starts. No, this nonsense does start young. Oh my gosh. Baby, the fights in my family were crazy at that time. Thank God it's over. Oh my gosh. He didn't get any money, did he? Oh my gosh. Now you know how we are in this chat. You can't drop a bomb like that. You know we like a good story. So you can't leave us hanging. Well, I'm happy it's over. But I like to know a little bit more detail, like where do they meet? How did this even start? Maybe just send me a DM or an email. But I'm just like, wait, what? Lord have mercy. You said, oh, sorry, not Tinder, Riot app. And yes, Cher's been cruising them apps. Can you rewatch Candy's wedding and do a hindsight video? Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's locked up right now. No, this is, when I tell you, Mauricio, when I tell you, you really shook up the live because I am so intrigued. Oh, no. I'm glad he's out and did not get a dime. Lord have mercy. This is some good tea though, Mauricio. I appreciate you for sharing this. Please. Oh my Lord. Jesus, he's locked up. At least he's not around. Exactly. God is good. Make sure she ain't sending nothing on JPay. Get that man on a live, Brooke. Okay, yes, I'm going to spill the tea soon in your DMs. It's crazy. Yes, please. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, my Lord. We need to hear the full story. Oh, my gosh. You guys are too funny today. Lord, please, y'all. Y'all know how I am. My heart weeps when I hear about these stories. Literally weeps. Oh, remember that, the girl, the woman on TikTok that I always tell you about. She moved that man in. She moved the man in because he took her out to Chili's. She has 4 kids, never been on a date before. I still don't know how that works, but okay. Oh, she deleted her TikTok account because of all the commentary about her moving a man in after a date, which is so desperate. We'll be here all day. I feel like we should do a whole live just about this alone. I mean, we've done it before, I feel, but we'll be here for 10 hours. I'll eat lunch and dinner with you all. We'll do a whole live one day about desperados because there's just too many desperados out here. Oh my gosh. Speaking of scammers, Jen Shah's out on the streets. The fact that she only did 2 years after what she did to people, I mean, scamming the elderly, is wild. Brooke will never get over the Chili's. No, I'm serious. The story pissed me off so bad. Like, it pissed me off so bad. I guess Cher is digmatized. You said that girl can't stand you. Oh my gosh. Oh, you think that because I reported back to you all about maybe, I don't, but no, people were calling her desperate before I even told you guys. I don't know. Well, I'm sure she's probably seen that I talk about this story all the time. I'm sure she is upset with me, but I don't care. Be upset with me. I'd rather you be mad at me until you snap out of the desperation. I cannot. It's so sad to see women desperate for men. So be mad at me. If I step on your toes, be mad at me. I will take you being mad at me. It's okay. But one day you need to wake up and say, you know what? Brooke was right and she cares. So, you know, she said, I want to get pulled apart like a mozzarella stick. You said, hide your elders. A countdown video on the top 10 desperados of 2025. Ooh, that would be a good one. No, when I tell you, I guess Cher is dickmatized. Cher is too old to be dickmatized. And I'm not saying that old people cannot have sex. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that Cher has had her fill of men. Like it's not like Cher didn't date and have sex. Like Cher had a very robust love life, right? I'm sure that like Cher was in high demand, wasn't she? Was she not? I mean, Cher had her, she had her fair share of men. So it's not like this is her first man, right? No, like let me know. She dated other celebrity men like who wanted her, right? So I don't know why she's acting like this. I could see if she was somebody that didn't get men in her prime, but no, Cher was getting men, wasn't she? I don't know. Who knows? Child, who knows? I saw a girl buying her cheating boyfriend the new iPhone on TikTok. Are you serious? Y'all just want to take me out, don't you? Because I can't. I literally, I get physically ill. Like, I really get upset when I hear these stories. I really do. I truly do. You said Cher was it. Cher was definitely outside. She ain't have that Bay Area Brazzers peen. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Cher has been around the block. I don't know how many times, but she's been around there. You said from bagel boys to rock stars. You know that the throat spray lady will be a number one desperado of 2025. Oh, I mean, I think that we have some other women though who might knock her off the top spot. Cher had younger men. Wait. Cher had younger men. No, one of y'all made a really good comment about Cher. I wanted to read it. Cher had younger men in her life back in the gap. Oh, you're cooking and oh, nice. Enjoy. I'm glad you're having a good time. Over the years, she's been linked to a few famous men, Gene Simmons and Tom Cruise. You said that was Madonna. Oh, I am yelling. You said no, that wasn't Cher. That was Madonna getting. Wow, you have me screaming. Not Where Were the Desperados when I was young. Rob the Bagel Boy. He was handsome, right? So I don't know why she's acting like she's ever had a cute guy before. Yeah, Onyeka, the Danish delusion, the Danish deception. Yeah, she's number one, I think. Warren Beatty. Oh, okay. She's had she had handsome men in her prime. So I don't know why she's acting like, I don't know. This is ridiculous. Oh, what's her name? Brene? The girl is getting sued by the wife for millions of dollars. Yes, the TikTok best friends. She took her friend's husband and the friend sued them and she won the lawsuit. That's pure desperation. You should do more dating content. I would like to see your Danish deception breakdown. Okay, maybe we'll see. Maybe in the new year we'll do more because no, we really do have a good time. I get a lot of DMs. I've gotten emails. Y'all have hit me up on TikTok saying, "Oh, Brooke, like I really do love when you talk about dating and your standards and stuff like that. Like it's helped me." So I think 2026 we'll do more of that too because it's fun to talk about, and I just really get upset when I see and when I hear about women going out sad. It bothers me so bad. You need to help these girls. But some of these girls don't want to be helped, though. They don't want to be helped. They want to stay in desperation. Yes, I agree. She was an idiot. A lot of his lies would have been answered with a Google search. I agree. Start with Candy's wedding, please. Okay. You said if Brooke breaks down the Danish deception, that girl's gonna go on another rant about Black women being her biggest haters for sympathy. I mean, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take being the villain. I will gladly take being the villain if it stops somebody from being stupid for a man. Oh, thank you so much. The desperate girls want a man, and that's it. Yeah, in 1996, Cher said a man is not a necessity, and now he's about to be swimming in millions in a few years. I know. This is terrible that Cher is going out like this. I'm in shock. Oh, yes. That woman was nuts. That was pure insanity that she thought that her psychiatrist was leading her on. That was pure insanity. Brooke is entering her villain era. Yeah, no, I really am. I don't care anymore. I'll gladly be the villain. I don't care. Okay, exactly. You said I'm blaming COVID. You said I need to see legal proof of no prenup. I'm sorry. I just can't believe that Cher's going out like this. No, the article was saying that there's no prenup and she's trying to get married. She's trying to have the wedding before, I think, the new year. She wants to be a bride before 2026. Brooke, have you watched Sweet Bobby? No, I haven't watched Sweet Bobby. What is that about? Is it on Netflix? How do you feel about some of the SLC reunion looks? Not their best. I don't know what Heather was wearing. Oh my gosh. I think the best dressed would go, I liked Meredith's dress. Angie looked good and Lisa, but everybody else, no. Heather, I don't know what she was wearing. Yeah, you didn't miss a whole lot. It wasn't your best. It was not their best look. It wasn't their best reunion look for me. I hope everything is in her kid's name. I hope so too. It was a lot of misses. Brooke Empire said the dream team is getting back together soon. Yes, we are getting back together. We're trying to figure out a day and a time. So if it's not this month, it'll most likely be like top of January. But yeah, we're trying to figure out dates. So I'm excited. That's going to be a fun live. Yes, her dress did give Handmaid's Tale. It did. Meredith and Whitney look good. I need to see Whitney's dress again. I need to see Whitney's look again. Hey, DM Rocks, thank you for the super chat. Hey, did you hear about Meredith is not coming back? Allegedly, Bronwyn announces that her and Todd are separated at the reunion. Oh, I am not surprised. For Meredith not coming back, I could see that. I think that maybe she's tired, of the nonsense. And then she's a DJ now. She's doing that full time. And, she has her caviar. Her jewelry's doing well. So, yeah, she doesn't need the Bravo check. But I can see Meredith leaving for maybe a season and then coming back for the following season 8 or 9. Now, Bronwyn and Todd being separated. Oh, I'm not surprised. I believe every word. Yes, it was all dressed for a different reunion. I agree. They all, yes. Angie, Meredith, and Lisa. You said Britney Spears will be next. Oh, I hope. Britney Spears has done that 3 times already with 3 bums. I really hope she wouldn't do that a 4th time. Good for Bronwyn and her fart, man. Oh my gosh. He's disposing of her because we know she would never leave him. Oh, you're real blunt with it. I mean, that's what I. Damn, you said not one of them looked good. I am screaming. Oh my gosh. I am screaming so bad. Bronwyn no longer wanted that bloated, gassy old grandpa. That's why I'm saying that's what she's used to. Yup, I believe the Bronwyn rumor after the way she seemed open to sleeping with other people. But then she denied it in this episode. I have to say I like Bronwyn in the beginning, but she is boring me a bit now. Yeah, same here. Same here. That was her plan, drive him to divorce. But Brittany had ironclad prenups after Kevin. She learned her lesson. Yeah, but she still should not have married down after Kevin either. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she really learned her lesson, she wouldn't even have married Sam. Like, yes, Sam was handsome, but to do it again, to marry a backup dancer again after you, like, learning your lesson means that we learn and we do better. We don't do the same thing again. I mean, yes, thank God she had the prenup after Kevin, but still, anybody could have told you that Sam was out for just being with Britney Spears. I will miss Meredith because her dramatic reactions remind me of watching my grandmother's stories. Yes, very much soap opera realness with Meredith. I hope they don't make Britney deadbeat a full-time housewife. Sam was in a Fifth Harmony video. He wasn't making no money. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, Fifth Harmony wasn't making money either. They had done that magazine article saying that Simon Cowell wasn't paying them. They were still taking the bus and shopping at H&M despite having hit songs on the radio. Like, how does that work? You're on tour and you can't even pay for a Chick-fil-A sandwich. Like, that's wild. Janet Jackson only made that mistake once. Oh, no. Y'all need to stop. You guys are so funny. Yeah, those X Factor and American Idol deals are famously bad. A mess, honey. Oh my gosh. Well, guys, I'm going to stop the live here. I had a great time chatting with y'all. I will see you guys for Beverly Hills, right? Yeah, Beverly Hills is tomorrow. Yeah. So we'll chat, but I'll let you guys go. Wait, hold on. Let me just read this one comment. Janet did not marry a bum. Can a billionaire be a bum? No. Remember, that's not her. The billionaire was her third husband. The husbands before the billionaire were bums. The man that Janet was married to, bum. I think he was her backup dancer or something, or her videographer. She had to pay him an undisclosed amount, I think in the 90s or the 2000s. Yeah. So no, we're not talking about the billionaire, the man before the billionaire. But guys, I had a great time. I hope you guys had a great time, and I will see you all for Beverly Hills. If it's good. If not, maybe not, but I'll see you guys soon, okay? But have a great night, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed. I love y'all down, okay? And thank you guys for rocking with me. I will see you all later. Bye.